Again, we are here again, Chronic.
Come on.
Again, we are here again.
It's here.
The haters, they be hating. They're always gonna be hating. But some people attack it, but we I leave it. That's just how it goes though in life, you get me? Crazy thing. What you saying though, man? What you been on though, man? What you been on, Chronic?
I've been first day back in the gym today.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, first day back in the gym.
Reps and sets.
Yeah,
okay.
Seen, Justo Quincy getting it cracking.
Yeah,
that's bad man boxing, so you know what I mean. He's got the bad man them on alert. You know what I mean? Hitting the bag like. So yeah, first day back in the gym. So I'm just sitting on. The year's just started, innit? So
yeah,
it started for kind of quick. Ramadan's tomorrow.
Yeah,
preparing myself for that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I'm just preparing myself to even train through Ramadan as well. Like, you know? So yeah, it's the same old really. Like,
yeah.
You know?
Yeah, man.
No bookings. I had no bookings since I last saw you still, but RTM's big him up.
Yeah,
so we had a couple good interviews on there. That's about it really, still.
Crazy thing.
So?
Me, I just been doing shows, you get me? Done Bedford the other day. Obviously you were there and everything in that shut down thing. Big up Lagos Lounge. Big up Junior, you get me? Big up everyone from Bedford as well, man. But that's just it though, man. That's just it, you get me? And I can't bother to make it all about myself. I can't believe we got Maxwell D in the building. Legend Maxwell D in the building, you know? Crazy thing. Legend Maxwell D.
I'm here, man.
My God, man. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, man.
Big up the guys for having me, man. Big up yourself for having me. It's all love, you get me? So you get me? It's been a long day, but I'm here. So you're going to get a different version of me today. You're going to get a like, I don't know, calm, but very potent.
Yeah.
Very straight to the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But obviously it's a family thing, so, you know.
Of course, man. How's everything been going on though, man?
Busy. That's the best way to explain it. Busy on both ends of the stick. I got different lanes for myself. So it's like 3 lanes running at the moment. The music lane, obviously, songwriting lane, the usual Maxwell D UK stuff. That's still popping. Festivals, whatever. Then I got the mentoring lane. So I'm up and down the country mentoring the kids. Music workshop, that's really taken off. Working out of a film studio right now, Garden Film Studios. I'm in Manchester in the summer doing it with Youngest in Charge, Soundspace, big them up still, and working with a lot of the boroughs as well, working Brent Borough, working with Greenwich Borough, the council, and yeah, we're just doing like, me personally, I'm delivering workshops, trying to give, trying to educate the young ones about the music industry, and all the loopholes and all the tricks and all the, you know what I mean, trying to give them some game that all the mistakes that we made and stuff like that, trying to, you know, get them off the street instead of just running up and down and jumping into it and getting bumped. I'm trying to show them about the percentages, the branding, the marketing, sponsorship, you know, trademarking, how to set up a business, you know what I mean, from like literally music production, how to write a song. You know what I mean? So it's like I go through a whole 8-week course 1 day a week. So I've been laying that down for a while. I've been doing that for 3.5 years now because I started off working in prisons, running it in prisons. My first workshop was in the Mount prison.
Yeah.
So I started with the man them straight away.
Okay.
You know, it was awkward. You know what
it
it is? It was awkward.
Did you see man that you knew?
Yeah, of course, man. I was, you know, it was a certain man like we all know, like in there, like you get me, like big up young Don, you get me. He was in there one time when I was busting the bare man them, like walking through. But it's weird because obviously I've been in jail before, so going on the other side of the fence now, it's a bit mad. Like get PTSD quickly, you get me? Like, am I gonna get locked up? You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm going through the doors and busting the keys and that, so I'm seeing man them in there. But it's awkward because you know, man, I'm just stiff at the beginning, and like, so and then obviously it's like. Right, when I start doing the introduction, like, yo, it's just me, Maxwell D. I used to be this. I'm from Peckham. I'm from da-da-da-da, gang. By the time I get through my introduction, man, I'm like, yeah, man, no, yeah. The respect is already there, you get me? So when I'm delivering it now, there's a lot of information, knowledge that they didn't know about. So man are just listening. By the time we get through it, bro, you know what I mean? By the time I get to the end of the course, I'm proud of everybody because they've come through the journey, they're performing in front of the governors and that. And they can see that, yo, it's a positive impact on the prisoners, you get me? So that's when I first started. Then I started working in schools. Started being a music tutor in schools and that, so dealing with the kids, they don't even know who the hell man is, you get me?
Yeah.
So they'll be going home and say, "Bro, my mum and dad know you." You know what I'm saying? They're searching, man. Like, come back to school singing serious. Like, you get me? So it's kind of mad, like, being in a different world, in a different environment. And then, so that's that mentoring world, that's really taken off for me. And then on the other flip side, I got the when I say film stuff, we do a lot of TV sync. So have a lot of songs in movies that a lot of people don't know. I started that years ago from like, I had like songs in Ted, the movie.
Yeah, Ted, I see
What song was in Ted?
I had a song called Soldier. Still, it's not even a well-known song that was running on radio out here, but it just got a big placement, got a big check for it. And then from there, I started learning about the sync world. I got a best friend, Ruwanga. Me and him have he's a founder, but I'm like the head of operations over here in the UK. So what it is now, like I've had loads of songs in movies, like Netflix movies, from Reality High, from, you know, we've had songs in Saw 5, Fast and Furious 5. Yeah, all these are the...
What, vocal songs?
Yeah, fully vocal songs.
What song was in Saw 5?
So Saw 5, there's a song called How We Roll. From other songs like, you know,
what song was in the reality thing?
My songs, I've got about 5 songs in Reality High.
Come on.
And you can go check it out now. It's on Netflix right now. You know what I mean? It's called Reality High. It's a teen flick movie. You know what I mean? It was like #1 when it came out on Netflix. It's still on Netflix from 2017. You know what I'm saying? Like I've had like millions of streams off the back of these songs that are in these movies. So when you check out my Spotify, I've got like over at least about 6 million streams on like on individual tracks. You know what I mean? Just because they've been in a movie. And it's been in that lane for a while. And I work with a lot of international songwriters, like writers that write for Chris Brown, big up my boy Kez, like other female artists that write for like Megan Stallion and stuff, all them lot, Rihanna, stuff like that. I got songs with them. So we got
You're in the right place, yeah.
Yeah, I got a whole, I've been going to LA because my best friend, like Ruwanga, he lives in Los Angeles. So me and him connected from MySpace from long time. So I've been on the grind, big up Tom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've been connecting dots from then. When everyone's running around doing a little UK stuff, I was jumping on a plane and doing my thing, like just linking different people and then finding out different worlds. And then me and Ruwanga have been building from time, and then he brought me on so many little stuff internationally. So it opened my eyes to the other side of the business, not just about, you know, jumping in front of the microphone, and you know what I mean? So it's like about writing songs for big people and that. Yeah. So I've been in that grind, and that's been taking man through. So as I said, there's different lanes of what I do. So it's not just like a one Maxwell D UK serious, jump on the stage, blah, blah, blah. It's a whole music industry behind the thing. So that's me, like in a nutshell, trying to give you like bullet points.
No.
I'm a father as well, you get me?
Come on,
you know what I mean? And I do my thing, man, you get me?
So what, if they was to ask you like what area you're actually from?
We have this conversation.
No, because
no, it's good you ask it.
I need to just know, what area would you say you're from?
I'll say I'm Peckham and Leyton in one breath.
So we're both right.
We're both right. Because you
know what it is, it's hard to say it's hard to say that I'm not, because my mum and dad, it was a split. Like my mum moved to so to be fair, I'm London, and I'm gonna break down why I'm London. This is why I'm London. If we were talking about street days, this is why I'm London. Born in Dulwich Hospital, raised and born and bred in Peckham. Yeah. So I went to nursery in Peckham. Do you know what I'm saying? Like my next door neighbour in Camberwell was a guy called Temper and Crimer, and them they're like family.
We got
godparents and that, yeah. So like so I used to be a Peckham youth growing up, Obviously my dad is well-known figure, DJ, you know, Natty B, South London, Peckham. But my mum moved to East London when I was about 8. So being in East London, I started going to school in like Leyton, which ventures out to Walthamstow, Chinkford, Hackney.
What school did you go in Leyton?
So I started off like in primary school, Newport Juniors. Then I went Barclays, got kicked out of there. Then I went Barclays. Then I went from Barclays Primary School, went to Leyton Boys. Then from Leyton Boys, man got kicked out of there. Man went to Warwick Boys. From Warwick Boys, man went to Tom Hood. But then I also went to Tennyson's in South London because I went to live back with my dad when I was 14. So that's why I was a teenager in South London, and you know, being part of Peckham, YPB and all of that, and then being East London, moving around East London. When I got to like 16, and because I was in care as well from the ages like 14 to 16. Yeah, I was a little rebel still. And then when I got to 16, I started moving in North. So I was in Tottenham a lot, like with all of them and them. So that, but my whole family like my cousins, all blood cousins and that, they're all from Northwest. They're all Harlesden and Neason and Wembley. So like, it's mad. You know, when I go to family reunions now, they're like, yo, what, Maxwell D's our family? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so like, you know what I'm saying? And as I found out that me and Funks are related like later down the line, you get me? And like, even me and Killer P are related. So it's like,
Come on, man, like Patrick.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's all mad. Like everyone's just finding out how we're all family, like through cousins and that. It's all mad. So
Max.
it's crazy, bro. So yeah, that's I would say Peckham, Leyton, but when you break it down, I know everyone from the ends, innit? My generation is everyone. Yeah, I rep everyone.
All right. So, like, obviously now, so Tom Hood, that's where I know you from.
Yes, of course you do. Of course you do.
School there was no Y's them times there. But, so like,
I know, school, it's the name of the school.
Yeah, it's the name of the school, like, you understand. Let's just get that right.
That name is wild, though.
Yeah, that name's wild. Man know the name's wild. Man know the name's wild, yeah.
The name was overly wild.
Yeah. But
I would say that to this day is still wild.
So
they changed the name. Now, how about they changed the name?
Yeah, so it's not even, it had to change.
It's wide for the name.
Yeah, applaud for that. They see that everyone was governing and too much wicked man went there to carry that
way too much
into 25. But boom. So like that's where like me and Funks we get into arguments all the time. Not arguments, my brother,
Debates,
like you know what I mean. But to me, Maxwell D is from Leyton, right? And when I'm saying that, I'm saying it with so much chest. Like he went to my school. Are you all right? The first, second school, like you know, like that. No matter what anyone says, he said this in an interview or whatever. I'm like, I went to school and saw him, like in my school. Like,
everyone from East would say that. They'll start Leyton. It's the same. They say it with their chest, but everyone from Peckham's gonna say the same thing as well. Because they'll be like, what do you mean? It's Max.
Well, for us lot that went to cool school, for us lot that watched you battle Ninja B, for us lot that was going Powerhouse, Waterden Road.
But you know what's funny? I was living in Peckham at that time. Even though I'm from East, at that specific time I was living in Peckham.
Yeah, but you weren't declaring.
No, but you know what it is? It wasn't even that declaring. It's that the movement of the scene in the jungle scene was East London. Let's be real. Like Cool FM, East London. You know what I mean? People from different areas, don't get me wrong, but like the heartbeat, like, you know, the record shop was in East London. The station was in East London. You know, Powerhouse is in East London. Yeah. So if you're from Leyton, everyone from the East London is going to represent. But when man are coming over the water, Thaaaat and that, you know, they're north, they're going to be like, yo, it's Max, innit? Rep that. I'm a street you, innit? I'm a road you. So they know that I'm out there. If I'm not, you know what I mean? Man was running down armed robberies like from young, you know, crime watch days. So I'm saying, so that's what it was. Man were just like, yeah, he's one of us. He's just one of us, innit?
So what was it a bit like mad for you, like being on the other side? Like, I wouldn't say the other side, because for us, it like East has always been a very welcoming place, innit? Like, but I'm saying, like, them times, what I remember, like, was that there was like a little stigma. Like, you know what I mean, of East guys. We was a bit smaller.
I can tell you what it was. I know the mentality.
Yeah, so you know what exactly what I mean, innit? So being from over both sides, you must have been certain times over there and having to fight our corner. But you know the settings, but you know these sat man like, bro. Every time I go jail, there's one of them they're doing the funky D thing.
You boys from over the water. That's
just going mad on us.
But you know what it is? The honesty, the mentality is this, yeah? This is what I believe from my opinion. I don't like as what my experiences are. Living in East London is a bit more versatile, a bit more different, diverse. You got your white man, Asian man, you got me, you got like different people. So we'll mingle, we'll have a lot of black friends, a lot of Asian friends, a lot of different, there's multicultural a bit, you get me? So we're open, we're a bit more open. I'll say, like, how to explain it, man? We're street and road and still gangster, same way, but it's just a bit more laid back, a bit more money, man, more than beef. But don't get it twisted, man will beef. If you know what I'm saying, man would not have it. There was not, in my generation, there was no Eastman was an idiot, but they were just more, for what I felt like was just focused on bread more, but not jacker bread, like shotting bread. That's shotting days was East London. South, straight robberies. Robbing, man, left, right, and centre. Killed, daylight, stripes, hang him.
Yeah.
Man's getting hanged, banks, everything's just getting hanged. So the mentality was raw. So when I went to school in Leyton, you know, it's more like a lot of Wolfen Forest, a lot of Asian people, as I'm saying, like Muslims and stuff like that. But when I'm in South, the whole class is black. There's not one white boy. That's it. The whole class. That's it. It's on. From you walk in, it's on. Like, everyone's bad, innit? Like, there's no nicks. There was obviously neeks, but
Even
everyone's
the
fronting.
neeks were a bit rough.
The neeks, you can't tell if they're neeks.
Yeah.
Their faces screw up.
You can never.
You couldn't even tell a neek. These man's faces is like, it's all like you see other man bad him like, oh, he's a cheap. Okay, you get that man bad. Okay, cool, he's a idiot. Alright, cool. You get me? So the stigma in Thaaaat, because obviously when I'm going to school in Brixton, you know who's in my class? Face from So Solid.
Raw.
Yeah, so he's in my class. You get me? So I'm with Brixton man. I'm with Peckham man. I'm with Junction man. Like, it's a whole different mentality. It's like 28s, it's Peckham youths, it's Junction man. So we're all gang. It's very, and to be fair, it's very gang orientated early in South. In East London, we're just man them.
Yeah.
We weren't really, we was gangs, you know, you had Gate, you had Elston, you had Leyton, you had, you know, but it was more of a brotherhood where South, it was like, right, guys, we're all linking up at Cracker Jack at Peckham front line at 12 o'clock. We're all going down Western, 50 of us, we're going to go lick it today. It was organised crime, like all day long. We was organised. Where in East, it was more spontaneous thing. Man, we might just go out and see a little opportunity and do something. And you know what I mean?
So
that's my mentality. So yeah.
Your year of school, you would be in like year like Tennyson and all them type of man there, innit?
Say that again?
Who was you in like Tom Hood with?
Oh,
Like
Gus.
Gus, yeah, we got Gus.
Yeah, Gus. Who else is in my thing? Like Shorty, Elliot, and them lot. So he was in my class for a little bit. Yeah, just man them. Like, who's the older? A couple of people in the older year, like Andre Roach, and that's like them lot. You know what I'm saying? The Roaches and that used to go. Certain street, like, well-known people used to go, was in my year. So, yeah.
Okay. No, I was just trying to work out what year you was in school, because I was like,
Do you remember Lance?
Yeah,
He's a big basketball. Yeah, of course, you know Lance, innit? Yeah. So Lance is my year.
When I say
Bad boy basketball player.
When
Went to
I say
America.
to people that I went to school with people that I didn't believe their age, he was one of the people. Yeah, he was one of the people.
He was up there.
Like, why are we?
He's
like,
way too tall.
Remember, like,
Don't kill me.
First secondary school that I went, the only school that I went to in my ends, I was on Fat House. So after that kicked out, it was outside.
How long was you in Tomwood for?
First year. For the first year, and
Wow.
then I
You
didn't
got-
make it to the second.
Yeah, see, Tomwood was mad. No,
That
Tomwood was
lasted
mad.
1 year, I can't believe it.
Tomwood was mad. That's Tomwood was mad because I remember us, man. I got kicked out because man was like jacking the music room. Man stole the keyboards and all that stuff. And yeah, it was a bit peak for man. And also, we had beef one time. I think we was beefing Gate Youth Society. Was it Gate? No, we was beefing some Wolfer. So I can't remember at the time. A man bought a big whapping chopper to the school. And I remember I had it in my little red jacket, yeah. These days was just, I don't know, for some fascination where everyone just had choppers. Everyone just had their chopper. So I had a big little garden, long garden, so I put it in my thing. And then, yeah, but anyway, man had it. And then I was in the class, in the English class, and the handle thing just swelled out. So you know the kids in the class, I'm just getting on my English work, and the kids in the class are looking at my chopper like, what the fuck? So someone comes to me, brother, I can think one of the neeks of like, a neek's like gonna report you kind of thing. So man had to quickly take the chopper, run to the sports hall, and then go in the toilets in the sports hall, and then put the chopper on top of the toilet thing, cover it up, and then come out, you get me? And then like the teachers, I just saw about 7 teachers all fly into the English room, like to come and stop me. And I was just like, what? What's the problem? What's the problem? You get me? What's the problem? Oh, someone said you got a big knife. I said, knife? Where? There's no knife here. These time the chopper's planted in the sports hall. You get me? So like, yeah, like them days, mental. But as I said to you, like South, we'd be doing stuff like that. But when I was in Tennyson's, man, I see us gassing in school for fun. In lunch, this gassing, coming out coughing, eyes rolling, man, just laughing at each other.
In the school, you know, crazy.
Yeah. This is just normal.
The CS gas gel came out.
Yeah, the KO. You know, I'll be honest. Like, these days, yeah, it was a very just experimental bad boy business. Like we weren't trying to be bad. We was just doing things because we just was just rebels.
Certain leaks
Like we weren't trying to be bad. We was just running around like man would be at the phone was like, "Right, we got this new gas here. It says KO on it. So does that mean that you're gonna be knocked out when you spray it?" So man would go,
There's only one way to
"We're gonna
find out."
There's a man at the phone box. Who's gonna gas him? Who's gonna gas him? Randomly,
this.
poor guy, you know, poor innocent man. You know, I'm back. It's all about confidence, pushing next man. Like, who's gonna do it? Who's gonna do it? Give me the thing then. Cool. You ready? Man's looking. And we all run off.
Oh my
Just for no reason. Or we'll be we'll be all in the lift for no reason. Man, take out their gas, gassing up yourself, gassing up everybody in the lift. Stupid stuff.
That was the dumbest one.
You know,
man, just gassing each other. So it was
all in the rave and
you think that if you look at it back at it now, I say that's just straight mental health. You get me?
Gotta be MH.
Straight trauma.
Has to be MH.
Like straight mental health.
Has to be MH.
What was we thinking? And a lot of us found like love and brotherhood within each other because at home might not have been that love. You know what I'm saying? So we was lacking a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So we just kind of bonded together. And as I said to you, South and East, it had different mindsets. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like South had a bit more of the Jamaican culture unless you went to come somewhere like Hackney or Tottenham. I feel like Leyton and Bow and Walthamstow was a bit more UK-ish, you get me? A bit more British, you know what I'm saying, Geezy? You know what I'm saying? Going on the Roman, you know what I mean? Yeah, some certain white youths will put it on you differently. Yeah? White van, in the white van, like, gone, missing.
Crazy.
Canning Town, real dudes, like, some serious dudes. But where it's at, it's just bare, suck your mother, what? Yeah, man, what? Man, come and lick off your head top, like, it was all of that. So it was.
They had the chat before us.
He said,
Had the chat before
it
us.
was a bit. So that's just my experiences. Everyone has different experiences, but so when we're talking about it, because people ask me this all the time, like, what's the difference between South and East? And it's like really hard to explain because you have to been there. You know what I mean? I went to all the parks, Brockwell, Burgess. You get me? Like Ladywell. Do you know what I'm saying? I was there, but then I'm in East. I'm going to Hackney Downs. You get me? Like we're going to like Tottenham. You get what I'm saying? We're going to like Bullwater Farm Park. You get me? We're going to all the places. So I got, as a music man, I got to experience all of that as a teenager. So yeah, the street stuff was I grew up on it. It's in my veins.
So who did you see first MCing?
So Jungle Days was the real. So we had the little Ragga Days. Don't get me wrong. Ragga Days was hard because
Ragga Days.
Yeah.
Wait. What do you mean Ragga Days?
Because the Ragga, it's where it all started from. The parks, innit? It all started from the parks. Like when man used to go Hackney, Downs. Man used to see like General Levy, Sweetie Irie. Like we used to go under 18s, like Cola Street, like Pegasus, Barry's Diner. You get me? Man used to be like watching Jumbo UE and like Tipper. I'll come on Tipper's family, but Tipper Iron, all the general Saxon sound,
Saxon sound, big up Saxon sound.
You know what I'm saying?
It's your ends, exactly. So, let's talk about that in a minute.
Like all of that movement was going on in all the parks, and then a couple years down after that, Jungle came in. So when Jungle came in now, it was like, okay, it's the Rude Boy era now. And it was you needed to step up because man needed peas. Man needed to buy clothes. No. This is after the Click Suit days. This is like after the ballets and the raggers and the Travel Fox. And this was like for patterns now. This is like Versace, Moschino, £500 shirts, £800 blazers.
Oh, right.
You get me? This is like Versace glasses.
When I'm telling people
raggers,
I had my big raggers.
Yeah, raggers were like what can I say? Raggers were like, they were like fucking like Louis Vuittons back in the days. Like,
what's raggers? What raggers trainers? What is it? Raggers?
Raggers are like a Jamaican, like a Jamaican Clocks, basically. Another version of Clocks.
Okay.
Exactly. It was levels to them. Everyone had the basic raggers. Everyone had the raggers. Yeah. You could have all different colours. Then it went to raggers. Then you had like ballet. And then Travel Fox was the expensive ones, like the real pointed, like they were level ones. The yardies.
Did you get Travel Fox, Chronik?
No, they weren't my style.
Travel Fox was
okay. You know, is it what you're talking about? Them hard shoes, isn't it? Like, it's starting to get like.
It's starting to get a bit harder, but they were the yardies with the string vest, the silk shirts. They come out the real pointed. That's what the
shoes one.
But then, when you see a man, them yardies that had the Travel Foxes, you knew that they were the shotters.
Colours, red. No, I'm a bait guy. Like, I was doing bait. I'm telling people,
raggers were affordable.
That's when I definitely thought I was rough. But love was still in the air. Because the love was still in the air them times. It wasn't so dark.
No, we weren't dark.
But I definitely thought I was rough. There was the makings of, man. Like I said, it started.
Who was mashing it up, though?
Say that again?
Who was mashing it up on mic them times? Though?
Yeah, so that was what you just said before. The reason why I said that, I was trying to give you to a bringing of how it flipped from those people into Jungle. And when it went to Jungle, I walked into the Jungle dance as a young little kid. And I just looked up on the stage and I saw like Steve Hyper D. And I was like, wow, this guy had this like Jamaican flow, skipping, crowd was going mad. And I was like, yeah. And then I like obviously listened to tapes like Shabba and Jumbo, they was on Rush and that. And then Cool FM was just like the station everyone's listening to. So that was it. And then like about a year and a half after that, then Skibber come through. You get me? And then it was just like, oh, wow, these men are laying it down. Like, this is really, everyone wants to be MC.
Skipper, what you said he was just tearing at that.
Yeah,
was that entering all the lyrics?
Yeah, got me.
It was like,
must
have been crazy.
Yeah, when that happened, I was like, all right. I was like Nicky Slim thing. Me and him was just like, he was in school like,
yeah. Nicky Slim thing.
I went to his house after school because his uncle used to own like Living Dream, like the raves, the jungle raves, the big raves. Like, so when we used to go Hippodrome like 4 a.m, like man used to go to the rave 4 a.m, and it come out at 12 o'clock in the afternoon, like Leicester Square Hippodrome. So man used to go down there, and then man was in there, and it was just like, all right, cool. Practicing with him after school, so that's what kind of got me into it, like more like MCing. Yeah, he was a DJ. He had all the dubs, and then I went to college, and it's like when man went to college now, man walked into college and man was like, all right, cool. See these youths in the college with all these like pattern clothes and that, but I recognise them. You get me? I recognise them. I was like, hold on a minute. I see these youths. I recognise these youths. I'm like, hold on a minute. I swear I see them in jungle. So there's Wiley and that. You get me? All these bow youths. You get me? So then it was they started going to my college. So man see them and that.
What college was that?
Wolf and Forest. Yeah. So it's like Wiley, Target, like there's a bag of them. Like used to go there. So after that, man went to the college now. Man's linked up with them. They brought me down to Bowl, and then the radio station, Rinse FM, and that's that journey. That's how I met them. And then that's when I knew about like Bowl and all of that, like going down there. And then I went out with a girl that in that area.
Was that before or after, like? What was in Ninja B and all that era there? What was that rave again?
Cool School.
That was Cool School.
That was the under 18 stuff. Yeah, that wasn't the big man raves. That was like the under 18s, because I was like them times I was only like 17, 16. That's before I went to jail.
Yeah, because I remember like I said, you were talking about a time like see jungle and that, you know, like music before you used to do music, and the people that we used to remember like Shabba, Shocking, Skibbity. So then these times you're meeting Wiley and that. So when was that Ninja B era?
It was before that.
So it was slightly before. So you was MCing what, to jungle then? Or what music was?
Yeah, so when I say college Ninja B and that, was it the same? Is that roughly that same year, I suppose? Because man, or was it a bit? It's the same year because man was popular on the streets as a street kid. So when man started doing the music, because it all started going to house parties and, you know, come in the like 15 man, we bum rush the house party, like, say, wife for that. We go in the house party, you get me, like, making up noise, and then man would be like, yo, Max can spit. Yeah, Max, jump in the mic. And I'll be like, and the man would be like, and then that was where it started. That's like, right.
I remember that period, like Riddles MC.
Yeah, because that was like the Rinse FM. So we started getting Rinse, and then Rinse started becoming like this baby cool FM, where everyone that was around London from like with Westman, Carbon, and BBK and Carbon, BK and IC Freeze brother and that would come from like Labrick Grove and that come to the station, and then like you had like Riddles, as you said, like Riddles and them like Wiley, course, you know what I mean, and then us man, I'm from Leyton, and a couple Hackney man, Plague and Fenton and them like were from Hackney and Mystery and all that. So it was like a little community of like a little we weren't the big dogs, we were like the cool FM big dogs. It was just like a next set, but that set, you know, proven to we dominated UKG, but yeah. That was the original.
So how did the clicking up happen then?
I would say I went jail in it. So I was doing all that jungle stuff, it was all great in that, but you know what I mean? Like man was the road you in it, so man was just on different sort of smoke.
What did you go to jail for?
I went to jail for armed robbery still. I ain't even proud of it. It wasn't even something. It's not something to be proud of. It's just like it's just what it is, what it was. You get me? Man was running around with straps from a teenager. You know what I mean? I was. Because I think when I went to live with my dad, I think the mindset changed for me because South London was really about it. Like, it was no itching. Like, man are really on that mindset of, let's get this money. Like, raggle, bareface, don't business, anything, get lit, Ennis and Tills. I sort of found out what Ennis and Tills meant. They get no sell, flip the button, boom, the tills come out, man will just grab, you get me? And then in the East now, it weren't really that kind of vibe. Man used to more do burglaries, like creep in little things and try and get in the safe. So it was a different little mindset. So yeah, I was running around and I was just on a mad one. I was just sticking up a lot of places. And yeah, eventually got caught.
On job or...
No, it happened like this, bro. I was in my mum's house and like the TV was on. And then like, I'm just sitting down, laying in my bed. I can't remember what I was doing, but I was just laying on my bed and then I just remember crime was kind of going on, but like, you know, like the title's going up, like the end of it, the theme song, the theme song of the end of the thing. my phone started blowing. Like, you know the Ericssons, like the little small ones back in the day. Just going off. And I was like, raw. And I was like, I thought, why is my phone ringing like this? And then I answered it. And all I answered the phone, all I heard is, you're bait, bro. I was like, what?
Crazy.
Man, like, you're bait, fam. I didn't see you on the TV. Bro, my heart dropped. Man, you're bait, bro. He's on Crime Watch. Bro, my heart dropped. As a little you, I was thinking, shit. I need to come from me now. I need to pack my stuff. Where am I going to run to?
How old was you?
I was 17, because when I went to jail, I was 18, so I was 17. So I was 17 when that happened, and then what happened is like, that year, like, I was walking around, I didn't, like, man was like, you're bait though, and I'm like, but nothing ever happened, and then I thought...
What licking the tills?
No, it was just, you know what, for that actual one, it was at a post office? I think it was a post office, and the one I went to jail for was some next mad thing. It was, just loads of, just a spree of armed robberies, I might as well just say. So, but the thing about it is that, I actually calmed down. Like, and that's when Spray talks about us doing certain things, just after that little armed robbery spree, I calmed down.
What, these times they moving with Spray?
Yeah. But he went, no, like, listen, what would we say? What would we say? You get me? Allegedly, you get me? Allegedly moving with Spray. Hold on. Me and Spray was like, to be fair, like, I was doing that madness with the armed robberies, and then I calmed down, and I'd kind of put the wax and that down, and then me and Spray was on some next things. I kind of brought him on the next little move. Cause in South now, what man used to do, man used to go out, so see like all the arcade machines and that, man used to go out popping them, but used to make bread. Even though it's pound coins, don't get it twisted, it's jackpots. Like, so man will go out for a whole day and come back with at least 2 racks, you get me? Because man is going to the little arcade machines and I'll be like, Spray, come. Cause I learned if there's a couple South man, you get me? A couple Peckham used to come out there. I said, what you man on today? Brother, gonna lick it. So go into the shop, raggle, arcade machine, on the gambling machine, and before you know, man's just racking out the back, and then they've just taken the tubes out, and what are you doing? Take the box out, running out with a pair of pound coins. Man, bash it out like 500 quid, a bag, 250. So I was like, raw, you do that like good 5-6 times a day, it's a couple racks, you know, but in pound coins though, we get it. Money's money, you understand? So I remember saying to Spray, like, look, man, this is what, you want to make some money, come and go and do this, bro, you get me? As soon as I say, he's like, all right, cool. And so I went with him, and we was just doing bare licks, and then obviously it got cut short. I went to jail. They picked me up for another armed robbery. You know what I'm saying? So, but this time, like, it was mad because my nan got me a job in it. She got me a job in like in Marks and Spencer's, like not in a shop, in the actual warehouse. She was like a supervisor manager thing, you get me? So she got me a nice little cute job. I was making a nice little 130 a week, you get me? It was calm, you get me? For me, like, you know, a little teenager and that, going into Pro Beatles, buying my little iceberg and that, legitimately, not teeth in this time, you get me? And yeah, bro. I remember coming to work one day and I went to clock in, and the manager goes, like, you come downstairs. Manager, want to speak to you. I said, yeah, sure. Coming in there, you know, little work uniform on. I was thinking, yeah, it's a nice day. Sat down in the seat, looked to the left, some big stocky white dude, looked to the right, next big stocky white dude. Like, are you, da-da-da-da-da-da? I'm like, yeah, what? We're arresting you in suspicion of armed robbery, don't move. I was like, what? Bent me up there. So, right, took me back to my house, searched my yard, and then they must have said to my mum, yeah, mate, unless he's got a twin, we definitely got him. You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Yeah, so that was it. And then the guy goes to me, look, take your last breath, take a good breath of fresh, because next one's going to be taken in Feltham.
Peak.
And that was it. And I was just...
Was he right?
He was more than right. I didn't get bail, bruv. That's it. I went to court, I was trying to get bail. They said, nah. It was like, it was peak for me. So, and I had a GBH case as well. At the time, I was on bail for GBH as well. So, they was just like, let's just wrap him up. You get me? Quickly, so I remember when I went to court and like my brethren he was just looking at me like, no, Max, you're gone, man, like they thought, you know there was that you're gone. So man, but to be fair, as nobody knows, as a young teenager, all I'm thinking about, where's the man them? Where's everybody then, innit? Like I remember I was with my brother, I was one of my dogs from Tottenham, Ratty, and like we both got sentenced the same day. And I went up there because when my court case was going on, I just played duress. You get me? I shouldn't be saying this, but yeah, I played like under duress kind of vibe, so I can get a less sentence. So they was like, if your co-defendant was here today, would have gave you 8 to 10. Knees started wobbling, 8 to 10. But no, we're gonna give you 5 to 6. All right, we're gonna take off this for good, because your good reports and stuff like that, and you've never been in trouble before, like like for any of this stuff, and he ain't got a record. So, all right, cool, free, take him down, boom. So I went down, I got, what's that, I got 3 years for armed robbery, and I done 3 months in remand. So I was like, okay, I only got to do 15 moon, you get me? It's not too bad, man. But them times the man didn't want to come out. Man wanted to come out before the millennium, innit? So man was like, nah, but at least I'm coming up before 2000, because no one didn't know what 2000 meant. Everyone was like, that was scary to man. Man was getting 08, man are coming out 05. Man like, that's a bird, you get me? Like, so I remember my brother, I think he went up there and he come down, and you know when he went up there for 2 street robberies, and they gave him a 6. Because what it means, if you get anything over a tree, you're doing... you're not getting half of your sentence there, you get me? You're doing the 3/4, bro. So my man, he come down, he goes, Max, they gave me a 6, you know? He goes, the judge, man, he's a work. So I'm like, bruh. And then I remember I got shipped to straight away Feltham introduction wing, and I was just in there, I was like, bruh, is this what jail looks like, yeah? Like, it just felt like a youth centre for a minute, but locked up kind of thing. And then I flapped this bus, bah! Man's like, right, he's like, yo, what I got? Like, yeah, what I got, fam? Where's so-and-so? Yeah, that man on you know? That man's on raw wing, you know? Yeah, and these youths, the ops are there, the ops are here. You know, like, so he just starts getting into the way of things. They take your clothes, give you some BS uniform, and then you're in jail. And then you're in the system. And I remember walking out into, I think I went Partridge, I was in Partridge, I come there first day, and it just looked mad. There was some hench dudes that don't even look like they should be in jail, bruv. Like, well, they're not my age. I'm some short youth. There's this wham, no neck brothers. Yeah. I'm just walking in, I'm just like, raw. I'm a little Gucci watch on. And then I looked around and I see a couple man, and a man said, you know, you're Maxwell D, innit? And I was like, they listen to the music, they listen to Cool FM, innit? I was like, oh shit. Like, yeah, man, listen to the radio, man. No, you know, raw, you're... Boom, so I'm Peckham man there, North man over there, East man over there. I was home. Like, I was literally home, you get me? I was just like, yo, just jamming with the man then. So that's what jail life was me. So in jail, it was just me versus the screws, I might as well say. But I was a rebel until they had to kick me out of bare jails, because this is what having none of that. A lot of racism in jails. A lot of racism, bro. So man was just not having none of that. Yeah, and that was me, man. That was my journey up until prison. So when I come out of jail, and it was like linked back with Wiley and them, you get me? Like, that's when the garage thing was out. A garage happened while I was in jail, like where everyone switched over from jungle to garage. Yeah. So I was just writing bare jungle lyrics. I'm gonna come out, gonna link with Shabba and them, man. I'm gonna squeeze and squeeze. But then the culture changed, because when I come out, everyone was just like, Sugar Daddy, yo, doom. That was like, I was like, went to a couple dances and that. They want dressed different, everyone's in plain clothes. Like, you know what I mean? It was just different. It was like all straights and that. Man was like, raw. Linked with Wiley and them, they were like, yeah, man. Playing garage, Wiley and Target are playing garage on Rinse and that. I remember jumping on the mic, man was like, yeah, bro, you're a bit fast and that. I was just like skipping jungle time, you get me? Yeah. I remember DWE was on the station doing jungle, you get me? And then that was my journey. That was the beginning of like Maxwell D's official journey, like from jungle to garage. Yeah.
Okay. So like, no, I just kind of, like, as you was talking, I just thought of a few things in that. 2 questions I've got for you. First, how did you meet Young Spray?
All right, so being in Leyton, like, Spray's from Walthamstow, and I remember I forgot what school he went to, but I think he went to a school near Walthamstow. Was that Holy Family? Did he go Holy Family? He went Holy Family. So obviously, being in East London, everyone goes to Walthamstow Central. Like everyone, like all the schools would just link up at Central. So any beef, any fights or anything was going on, all the rude boys, everyone would just be at Central. So I think bucked him through that. I knew his sister as well. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, and then I took a liking to him, you get me? We was called Spider Rider them times, you get me? You know what I'm saying? We were called Spray them times, you get me? So yeah, that was how me and him linked. And then yeah, he was a little younger than me. He's one of my little young G's at the time. You get me? He used to look up to me and that. He's like, yeah, he's this youth some badness, like, you get me? So he was around us. And then also I used to move sometimes in Walthamstow, a couple of Walthamstow youths. So I was around him, and there was another youth called Denzel from Tottenham, R.I.P. Denzel still. Yeah, we used to kind of move together in a little circle and that. So yeah, he was around me for time still. Okay. Yeah, from young, from school going into that. So me and Spray have a different sort of relationship. Like it's not like a like ends relationship, like, because it's just like I know him as like his real name. You know what I'm saying? Government to government. You get me? He knows everything about my life. He's seen my journey from, you know, robberies, street, shot in food. He can tell you billions of stories about me because I was really doing that. Yeah, he's like, he can give the witness to, he was witness to everything. So when he says like, Maxwell D, yeah, you don't know, him used to do it because he was actually there. But, you know, sad go. Yeah, big up Space though, definitely.
Second question, what was the most racist thing that happened to you in jail?
Bro, don't even let me go there, bro.
You touched on it, you plastic quick.
Bro.
Let's talk about
Talk about through the racism.
Oh, man. I'll give you 3 incidents, yeah? Right. I'll give you the bait one. There was some racist school in Onley, yeah? Because I got shipped out. I was in Onley as well, in rugby, yeah? So man was in Onley. So now the rules are, you're not allowed to ask, you're not allowed to get like extra food. Once they give you your food, your cake and your custard and that, you're not allowed to.
The same size.
Yeah, everyone has to get the same thing. So anyway, man sat down, but true say this youth, they didn't want his cake and custard in it. And man was just like, yeah, man's got a sweet tooth in it. So man was like, yeah, boom, let me have a cake and custard. So had his cake. Next man had his cake. Next man had, so I had about 3 cake and custards on my tins. I was like, oh, yeah. Boom, bust my door. They're like, yeah, you're bullying. What? Yeah, you're going on basic. And basic means mind games, bro. No phone calls, take away your crepes, give you this 2 stripes. It's pumps, 2-strap pumps here, you get me? Like, shirt. Yeah. Mad! Racism, high levels. And then like, what was it? And then another incident now, I was locked up with one Manchester, RIP Tunde Amos, man. Yeah, man. It was me and him got along so well. It's on Gucci still. I was in the cell with him now. And then like, screws were just going on funny. They didn't want to let us out or something. So something happened. Anyway, I'm arguing with the screw now. And he's going, listen, you little black, get in your fucking cell. So man had a little metal dinner tray, you know. You know they give you like the slops, like all of the circle, like the rice and all of that. So he pushed me in the cell now. So I said, yeah, all right. Man got the tray now. And I said, listen, you want no fucking hand? I was like, threw the tray right at him. All the food and all that.
Crazy
all over him. But rude boy, when man pushed him out of his cell, the screw was so vexed, bruv. He pressed the ting, they all come running. The way that they bent me up, fam, I never in my life felt violated. They grabbed me, they gave me that 4-leg ting that they bent up your ankles, they bent up your thing, you're just some crab in the air.
Oh my God.
Yeah? And then that crabbing in the air, and then they played it smart, yeah? Because as soon as they took me that, because when only you got to go past all the wings, innit? So they take you down the corridor, past all the wings. Rude boy. So anyway, I'm cussing, suck your mother, you're dead. You know, you all you got. That's all you got, innit? You got nothing else. You can't give nothing else. You're dead, pussy, yo. Who's dead? No one's dead. Yeah. Suck it. You watch when let me go. I swear. Bruv, when I got to the block here, see block screws, yeah? Different story. Got to the block. Yeah. So they let me go and I'm like, yeah, come on then. Who wants it? What's this screw? Strip.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what do you mean? Rude boy, strip.
Oh my God.
Strip. I said, I'm not stripping. What you fucking... Bruv, before I could even say, shirt, bust, boom, rare, try to get man in the headlock. They all jumped on me. It was wild.
Crazy.
Fam, I had to take, bruv, they gave me some, just like a dressing gown thing, like this hooded dressing gown thing, and put me in a room with no, cold room, empty, nothing in it, pitch black, cool off.
So what made you think it was racist?
What are you talking about, bruv? They were calling me all sorts of names, bruv. You black this, you black that, you rah, nigga, that, bruv.
Oh, right, they dropped M-bombs.
Bruv, all day long.
Crazy thing.
Was you any of them things that they were calling you?
Of course not, bruv.
No, you was black.
Oh, well, yeah.
So it's not what...
But it's not, okay, so what then? What are they, so does that mean that I'm subjecting to what, like, not just black, I'm talking about like geography, like real, like stuff that you can't say on the road so you get your face slapped off for it. So that's racism.
But they're not on the roads there.
Doesn't matter. So, but obviously, when you're in there, you're under their rules. I understand what you're trying to say. Yeah. When you're in there, you're under their rules, but it's still racism. No matter what, it's human rights at the end of the day. If there was a camera in there, that it wouldn't, and that got publicised, people would, that wouldn't go down well in the public, would it? If it could be judged and seen by the public, it wouldn't go down well.
Which part of the public though? Because like...
You think that the public would be like, you still, okay, but this way, you still got rights. Whatever they say, even though you're a criminal, you still got rights. That's what it is. It is what it is.
Criminal doing criminal things.
You still
you validated your rights.
But
if you're fighting,
but you still, much I say to you, you still have basic human rights. That's it. That is the end of it. Like, it doesn't matter if you're a criminal or not. There's man in there for murder. There's paedophiles in there. They still get racks.
But they're not murdering. So, but if they was, the level of aggression you would have to deal with them might not be the same level of aggression that you would probably deal with someone in the shop that's stealing the stuff. You know what I'm saying? What I mean is, you're a criminal doing criminal things. If at the time when block screws are rushing, I thought about it. Like, I've been for it. Like, you know what I mean? And
of course.
The stuff that we've labelled, we'll just say it's just racist here, but really, is that the right label for it? If it's just like, if I'm fighting and they have to bend me up to apprehend me, but I'm not
are they gonna treat the white you in or like, if are they gonna treat their own kind the same is what I'm saying?
They're bending up white youths.
Yeah. But are they calling him white cracker? Are they saying you Caucasian this, you're this? They're not, there's no name, there's no colour of, there's no skin tone references. So is that not racism?
Because they're the same colour, so there'll be no point in saying that, innit? Like, because, like,
so then why not just say
a different colour?
Why not just say my name? Why not just say my name, like what I'm doing? Like, you get me?
We're not in a friendly situation right now. Like I'm not
different. You can cuss me. You could be like but why are you black? Why does my colour have to be a reference? Why does my skin tone? Why does my skin tone have to be a reference? That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, what I'm trying to say is, like, I know what racism is here, but in that jail, to say like it was a racist jail, that means, did you see any examples of like where something would happen to you but not happen to someone else? Because I know if a white youth's kicking off, they're bending him up. If the bell goes off,
to some extent.
They're not going to call him a ninja. Okay, well, he's not a ninja, innit?
Alright, watch this then. All the black guys were sitting on one side and all the white guys were sitting on that side. Like, and we would say that's the Fraggle side, innit? Not all white guys were Fraggle, because there were some white guys that would sit with us, the mandem, that were about it. You know what I'm saying? So it weren't a white and black thing. Let's not get this twisted. But they definitely treated those lot over that side completely different to how they treated us. If that's not racism, I don't know what it is. Because...
But there's a difference to how, like, you know, sometimes we don't see what we're doing, innit? Like, I'm on the Mandem side, and the Mandem side is definitely not moving how what we call the Fraggle side is moving. They're complying, innit? We're not. Like, we're not.
No. I would say yes or no. All right, cool. So watch this then. Watch how they dealt with me. Watch how they dealt with me in Huntercombe now. Yeah? There was a Christmas Day. Everyone come out the cell. He wakes up late. Yeah? He's still locked up. So he's telling the screw, bust the door, let us out, let me out. The screw's on some bantering thing, shut up, you idiot. You know, trying to be like man them. You know, when they try to mimic, man, you get me? You dickhead, whatever. So he's just like, bust my door in it. Like, he's a bit like frustrated. It's Christmas Day for crying out loud, we're all out. He's bust the door a little bit and he's just kind of left it like that. So the youth's like, he ain't playing, it's early morning, man, bust. So he's tussling with the screw now. So these two are like really going at it. So he's bust the door and the screw's trying to like, all right, now I'll try to get serious. So him and the screw are going at it. Because he got the better of the screw, what do you think? He pressed the bar, everyone's running on the wing, all right, guys, everyone bang up. Huh? I'm just like, I ain't banging up. One man's like, I ain't banging up. The hench shoot says, I ain't banging up. That one's like, before you know it, they can't do nothing. Everyone's just locked down. You know what they put in my writing, bro? You know what they put in my file? He's an agitator. They tried to say that I sparked that all off. Like, because I said I'm not banging up. So, all of that, every time there was a fight, I'll be there, just laughing, just chilling. Man, you got whacked up, all right, cool. I'll be playing dominoes, loud, or making fun of a screw. Look at that screw, look at his, whatever. They put in my file, he's just inciting, he's an agitator. They shipped me out to Stoke-on-Trent just for that. Kicked me out of the jail. What the fuck was that about?
Sounds like an attack.
Because, bruv, I was enjoying myself. They didn't like I was riding my bird. They didn't like how I was riding my bird. Riding my bird too comfortable.
They didn't want you to be happy, man.
I was smiling, bro. We was in Hunter, bro. We had trims, man coming out with their own clothes. It was calm. We had a look. Everyone was just chill. There wasn't no, you know what I mean? All the, as I say, black guys that were all getting on. A community, north, east, west, south, don't matter what ends. We're all getting on. And then, it was us versus them. There was screws. There was no black screws. Let's be honest. There were no black prison officers to kind of relate to you on a, like, just chill, man, cool, like, or whatever. It was just like, And they're all from, like, areas, not inner city areas, bruv. They're all from countrysides where they're not really seeing black people often. So there was an invisible energy that if I be on the phone and I'm talking to my mum and the screw's like, come on, get off the phone. I'm talking to my mum, like, I don't fucking care, get off the phone. Who are you talking to, man? Like, the level it's just dropped. I'm talking to my, like, it was just, yeah. I felt it anyway. And I felt it in, I didn't really feel it in Feltham so much, but I felt it in Onley, and I felt it in Huntercombe. And when I went to Stoke-on-Trent, let's just leave it in it. Like, I'm all the way like in just past Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? Like, where is it? Stoke-on-Trent, basically. Yeah. So yeah, where it's predominantly a white orientated jail. Simple. You know what I mean? But it doesn't mean that the white youths in jail were racist and all that. They were just normal people, all in the prison together. But so I see what you're trying to say. That would you call it racism if they would bend up a white youth, would they treat like we're all in prison together? But there was definitely the derogatory words that being used towards us. There was the energy that was treated differently. Definitely, 100%. You could see it all day long. So that's my point when you say about the racism in jail. Yeah. Okay. I hope I explained that well.
What about the clashing though?
What with what?
Ninja.
That was my first little. It wasn't a clash. It was like an MC competition. I was a youth, bruv. I was like, what? How old was I, Chronix? I was like, how old was you?
I remember I was...
how old was you? I was like 17.
Yeah, so I would have been 16.
Yeah, I was like 17. And I think, you know, it was a case of like everyone was like, I knew the Cool FM lot anyway from going to the record shops.
Had you heard of him before you clashed?
Never. I didn't. When the clash, it was like I just went up to queue up like MC, and then I got through the next. I smashed it the first round.
Was a clash.
He started singing. It's back to back.
Yeah,
and then like
it was rounds. It was elimination.
Yeah,
round.
well,
there
okay.
was a winner.
Yeah, well,
so it's a clash and there's elimination. Automatically judges.
You know
clash,
what?
Elimination clash.
You know, for me, clashing is coming to kill that person. I was like, I am set ready to clash you. That's a clash to me. Just doing a competition and getting through to that last round, I didn't really class it as a clash. It was just like my style versus his style, basically. A competition, then a clash. You know what I'm saying? It was a competition for me. Yeah, so yeah, we both joined in that competition. You know what I mean? But the reason why I advanced to Cool FM, Nicky, I was already known. They already knew about me anyway. It was just a straight like forward. Like I just proved to them that the masses love me in it. Like I got the kids up. You know what I mean? And he come up and he done his thing too.
Yeah. What lyric won you that battle, you reckon?
I think it was Street Life. Yeah. That's what everyone knew that from all the house parties, all the raves and that. Yeah, I went on Street Life. That was like my first like ghetto lyric. Yeah.
Do you remember anything he said to you?
Who?
Do you remember anything he said to you in that battle?
He didn't say it to me. I think
not to you.
I don't know. I just think he had the girls like this little singing thing that he had. He had a little like flow with a little bit of singing in it and that. So I think that kind of worked for him still. But I can't remember about Ninja B. Where are you, bro? Where are you?
Clash, man. That was part of
because you know what it was. The reason why it was a big clash is because they taped it like and they played it on Cool FM for time. Yeah. So that was promo. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like being played on BET or something.
Is it on YouTube? Is it on YouTube?
I would love to get hold of that one.
Oh, right, it's not on YouTube.
That was slightly before YouTube. Like, I don't remember YouTube.
No, I would have thought someone would have had that there in the archives and just uploaded it, you get me?
I would, yeah, but that was young. That was young days, man. Young days. Yeah, it was a competition still.
But in the end, like, you know what? I was watching that, innit? So watching that, like, the effect that had on the end, like, I think the only person from the ends that I know to have won that as well was Stormin. I think Stormin won it.
Yeah, and was it Crazy Dude on it as well? Titch done one.
Did Titch win?
Titch done one. My bigger MC Smalls, which is now the actor Ashley Twin. I'm saying Ashley Twin. Flipping Ashley Crin. Get me? Ashley Chin, bro. He MC Smalls, bad boy MC back in the day. He was about this small. Go up there, dup it. So big up Ashley, man. He smashed it.
So who? Because I remember like it was a yearly thing, innit, that was going on. That happened once a year. So do you remember who won it the year before you? Or
no.
Any East guys that won?
No, I didn't.
I felt like you was the first.
I think I was. Yeah.
I felt like you was the first.
Not at that level. I think they used to have it in the other arena before.
Yeah,
and then they moved it to the big arena, and that was when you had like about I don't know, good 4,000, 5,000 people in that arena.
Oh, so you never done that one?
No, that's the one that I did do. All the small one, the little small one, the middle room. Like they used to do MC competitions in there.
Okay.
And it was like cool, but that one that I done was the big one.
Yeah, you done the one that mattered.
Yeah, bro.
Basically.
You done the one that mattered.
Yeah, because
someone from the ends coming.
Because everyone was in there. Like, I had like Peckham man in there. Like I had everyone, East man in there, North man. It was everyone from the street.
Yeah, the proper heads was there.
That must have been crazy. The atmosphere in there.
Proper electric. MC, I said, for everyone, like you said, had jungle lyrics, whatever. It was like kind of like the crossover-y times. Yeah,
it was.
But seeing man, and even seeing man them going from hosting to now spitting lyrics and clashing, it was a crossover of that. And you're from the ends, isn't it? So man are seeing man on the stage. Not everyone can just get on the stage.
No way.
No, this is not them times.
No, it's because they were older than us. It was like Champions League. It was like Champions League.
Was it gatekeeping? Was it gatekeeping?
Full gatekeeping, like level
gatekeeping.
hardcore gatekeeping. Like
you couldn't be thing, yeah.
Like this is like stars to me. Like that Brocky, they're stars. Like they're proper.
They're older.
Big men
in the community.
5-0.
They're not giving you the mic.
What?
Which
mic?
You can't even dream of going to the
mic.
How are you getting on the stage?
That's crazy.
Getting the mic. So when I'm seeing
no, you wouldn't. You're a little you would never get in the mic.
When you see a Maxwell on the stage, like you're representing the whole end.
True though.
Like, you know what I mean? So seeing that man, you can do this and win it. You know what I mean? Man, them that was on just more than jungle lyrics and progress through. So I'm saying that, man, that was a big clash. Don't ever play down.
Yeah, no, people still talk about it. Like when I buck into people, they're like, "You remember that clash you done when you was
there that weren't allowed out."
Yeah.
It was them times they're like
grounded days.
What is that peak?
17, so
but I'm older, innit? I'm an older generation.
17, I know bare bad boys that were still governed by their parents and them. They had to. It was licks then, or the man them that were unruly. We've got a scar for that one day. Like for them big dances there. When I'm saying about to people like, nah, I was taking licks to go to dances. Them type of dances. Everyone's talking about it. There's no way I can't go to.
Yeah, FOMO was real.
My mum's a straight no specialist.
FOMO was real.
My mum don't care if it's Maxwell D. My mum don't care about nothing. Like, you know what I mean? But I do. So this is a rock and a hard place. This is definitely a rock and a hard place.
But you weren't the only one though, fam. You weren't the only one.
No, but the unruliness of it is when you plan for the licks.
Do you know what? Let me give you the joke,
you've accepted to yourself, I'm gonna hold licks.
You know how unruly?
I'm my bag at this figure, I'm going to this rave. I'm at this rave knowing that it's peak time. All you're saying to this girl, big man, yeah. You're seeing the rude boys, all of this, you've got the crows on, but you see when you go home, it's so mad. How they're going to deal with you is worse than the bouncer, worse than they're going to deal with you mental.
It's true.
Crazy.
It's happened to me a few times, bro. It's happened to me a few times. But for me, I think I was because I went into care and stuff like that. I had like between 14 and 16, and one time I was doing all that stuff, like I was like in a hostel, you get me? So it was real, like looking after myself. Like I'd be coming to like them cool schools with like.
So you was allowed to be there.
Yeah, I had like I remember everyone in the ends will still talk about it. They said, "Max, do you remember your waistcoat?" I had like a Moschino waistcoat. And do you know who I got it from? I got it from cousin. I got it from.
He told me that story.
He told me the story. Yeah, he come to my house one time. And I was like, hey, we used to swap clothes. I said, be like, so cuz, like, cool. He said, I like that Moschino shirt you got. I'm like, yeah, I like that waistcoat. So I gave him my shirt and I took his waistcoat, yeah. And this waistcoat, bruv, what do you think it had on it? Man, had the condoms in there, bruv. Condoms all over the waistcoat. And at the back of the vest, at the back of the waistcoat, it said life vest. One man went into the dance. Man, they were like, whoa.
What were they saying?
They're like, bruv, is that real condoms? Man were like, yo, is this a real condom?
Yeah.
Man were like, yeah, bruv, don't touch my condom, bro. What do you think this is? You get me? The condoms were luminous, innit? Like that red one, yellow, it's a glow up condoms, you get me? To this day, I haven't even seen that Moschino.
Crazy thing.
Bad boy waistcoat. Condoms, life vest. More life. He will tell you, cuz will tell you about that one.
You know, Bushkin says he got pay as you go out of there.
Oh, what?
It's a heartless crew. They said that they got pay as you go out of there.
When
you got on stage. Do you think that was a clash? Do you consider that as a clash then?
Whoa, it wasn't a set-up clash, but it turned into a situation where it ended up in a clash. But as I said, as I always say, and me and Bush talk about this all the time, or whatever, like that day, I physically gave him the mic, not knowing he was going to do what he was going to do. It wasn't like, it was Ace. His beef was always been with Major Ace, R.I.P. my brother Major Ace, you get me?
R.I.P. Major Ace. Man.
They've had clashes before. Me and Bush and Heartless, we was they were bony fucker. They was with Nicky and that. So they even funny. So serious when I made serious, like you play it and the energy used Maxwell D was just a whole different energy. Like me, Bush knows me from the roads like differently. Like okay, you know what I mean. So our energy was different. It was just that on that night, you can't. I'm a man that. If you're gonna diss the crew, I'm here in it. Like you can't. I just can't. If you're gonna diss them, you're gonna have to diss me as well. So I'm gonna have to fend it. Only to know that I felt like the man them didn't back me in it. It was
I
just,
know, man. I told you.
They
didn't back him, bro.
1000%.
I told you that.
Man them didn't like. But it ain't like it's not rocket science. Like it was what it was. Like they thought, if Max has took a L. They ain't trying to step up to take more L's. I feel like, but the reason why I stepped up, because I was like, yo, I gave you the mic. Well, I didn't give you the mic to do that. But I think because he was hearing Ace winding him up or whatever, there was little, who's the next and that, whatever. And then because Ace was saying what he was saying, and then he's like waiting to go on next. And I'm seeing him, I'm like, okay, cool, it's your turn, Heartless Crew's turn now. So I gave him the mic kind of thing. And he's just running and going, no, you're going, no, page. I'm like, raw. What? Where did that come from?
Wicked is still, but put you on the spot. Right, it's happening now.
It's all about timing.
So as he's done that, man's like, everyone's
this
like,
is an attack. That's what man's was thinking.
Cool.
Like my brain was boggled, bruv. I was like, whoa. Cause we just done a set. And you know what the joke about is? It weren't even my booking. I weren't even getting paid. I would just come there to support the man then because it was some weird energy about clashing and crews and all this stuff going on, and the one that was meant to happen in Birmingham and it never happened, and with all the crews, and then me and Ace are going away, we're going home from a booking, and on the way from booking we're speaking to our agent and she's like, yeah, Wiley and God's Gift and them lot and Slimzy and that, they got a booking in area Watford, and then Heartless Crew's after them. So me and Ace looked at each other like, that's a bit weird. So anyway, so we kind of just went down there to this thing. So they were on stage when we got there, and then we just jumped on the set, squeezed our lyrics and that. You know what I'm saying? And that was it. Like, it wasn't, when I left my house that night to go and do my show, I never thought I was going to be clashing Heartless Crew.
You didn't see that coming?
No, I definitely didn't see that coming. So it was a big, like, they done their thing. They had man on the ropes that day.
I don't think you got mad.
But for me, to be fair, as I said, the confidence can put you in problems sometimes. Like, I felt overconfident, as in like, run the rhythm. Like, come on, like, Bush, what? This is like, run the rhythm then. Like, if that, no, because he was like, Maxwell's got nothing to do with it. I was like, bruv, you just dissed the crew. It's live. It's go time. Like, so he was like, nah, man. So I was like, nah, run the rhythm then. It's a clash thing then. Fuck it, it's a clash thing then. Like, run the rhythm. Like, and then it's like, they would run the rhythm. All right, fuck it. I was impatient. I was impatient.
A
cappella. But you know how this thing works. This is not Sting. This is not Beanie Man, Bounty Killer. This is UKG. You need rhythm. You get me? You need the vibe. So automatically, let's be real. Heartless Crew are sound boys. They had their heat, their wave. They got their loyal fans. They're following everything. So of course they just come. They just touched down. They haven't done a set. They've just arrived.
They were fresh.
So as soon as I said my little lyric, whatever, Bushkin said that, EMC, that was it. It was like...
biggest lyric in war now.
Well, for him, yeah.
EMC is alive, yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, for him. So obviously, it was like, whoa. For me, it was like, did that just happen? Like, you know, like, I was just trying to like process the thing, like, wait a minute, no, that couldn't happen. So I was like, no, let's go again, kind of thing. You get me? Like, no, that's why I was like, bond them from far. You know, like, and then, you get me? I was trying to like get my bag together. I wasn't even thinking serious. I wasn't even thinking those lyrics. I was just thinking like, bro, I got loads of shit in the bag for this guy. You ready? Yeah. But he was like, no, man, when I say page ago, he said he just done the whole Ollie one. Like,
it was like, cheat code.
It was like, all right, the whole crew's gone there. Sweep, next. You get me? It was like, all right, cool.
Slick.
You know what that was like? So for me, in that moment of clashing, there's Wiley, there's God's Gift, there's Major Ace. We're all big barrers. You know what I mean? That's why Wiley was like, no, lyric for lyric, calm.
Major Ace stepped up though.
He said of half a bar. I call it half a bar. Because he was like, yo, Reebok, if you ain't got...
female scan,
You needed to do that when it mattered.
He should have done more though.
He should have. If you had that ready, if I had that ready, I'd have said, Max, no, let me deal with this. Like, I'm going to take charge. But it all was on the sideline like, ooh. You know them ones?
Yeah, he held 2 before.
Before anyone. He was like, and he thought he could like maybe redeem.
Yeah, take the momentum.
But it was like you ain't even heard Mighty yet. Forget it, leave it.
Oh yeah.
Mighty ain't even stepped out yet. Like so that moment, and that's why God's gift was like, nah, man, me put you in my. No one wanted to hear that, bro. No one, bro. If you're swinging, leave it.
Yeah, there's no crying.
Like, no, man, I'm not. He was getting angry. He was getting upset. Like he wanted to like take it somewhere else. So I was like that.
Wiley said the lyric, no?
No, Wiley never said nothing.
No, he didn't say a bar, bro. He
never said nothing.
He didn't say a bar. He was like, no. Who do you feel like? You, man? What? No, man, I'm not having that. Like, no, man, lyrics for cool. Like,
come then.
No, Wiley said lyrics for lyrics calm.
He had the mic for about 5 seconds.
Wiley said lyrics for lyrics calm. That's all Wiley said.
That was a sample from.
That's all Wiley said. It was
lyrics for lyrics calm, but he didn't squeeze. Yeah, and I think, honestly, even maybe for him, like, as I said, man thought for the man, then they might have thought, Max, you spat an oblong bar or something. Like he didn't spit the bars that maybe that everyone knows you for and stuff like that. Yeah. But as I said, I'm a bounty, I'm a beanie man. I'm thinking like, yo, I got lyrics that will just come out the chamber for anyone on the spot. I'm thinking, okay, let's just clash with lyrics, not clashing with your big bars. But Bushkin, sound man, crowd, entertainer. This is what I'm gonna do. Boom. They really, they'd have the edge over Pay As You Go because they are a sound. We're just garage crew. We're in Watford. The club wasn't Ram. People say the club was Ram. Destiny's Watford is a big club. It was like half empty. They had girls at the front.
Oh, swear that.
Yeah, the girls at the front with Heartless Crew t-shirts. Leave it out. They had their fans there.
Man, they are the grandmasters.
So, but that's not to take no points to what he done. He done what he done. Like, man had to hold it. Like they won.
I couldn't see all that. I wasn't at that rave, so I heard that one on
audio. Yeah, so
you
have to be
the
audio.
It still had the same effect. You know what I mean? So I'm just like, yeah, boom, it was mad.
But but respect to Bushkin and that.
It's like to be in them, though.
Yeah, it's respect to Bushkin and that because, like, yeah, best man on the night. That's what I always say, best man on the night. But it's funny because afterwards, that's when I felt like, nah, man, I'm moving snaky kind of. Cause man, I'm laughing.
You think that kind of split up everything and that.
Oh, would you say that
afterwards? Had to have.
I feel that the energy, and I always say, because I never spoke about it until like obviously later on the years down the line, and that. But I felt like when man them started like laughing and that.
Yeah.
Cool man sniggling and that. You know them like walking in the room and the
face of the
like. I remember, I'm Maxwell D serious. Like forget Pay As You Go. I've had a single. I've been on top of I've been on T4. I've been on Channel 4. I'm up and down the whole of the country of a solo track. That has gone into the charts. I'm a pop star. On my own. Like forget the crew. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like it was Heartless buried Maxwell D. Heartless crew buried Maxwell D more than it was Pay As You Go. Even though it's Pay As You Go, but at that moment I was the front man because I had success early before them not had anything. It was underground. I crossed over. You know what I mean? So because you crossed over, you're the face, innit? So it was hard to kind of take. It was kind of a hard L to swallow at the time because, you know what I mean? But what Will and them not done, this is how Grime, I feel like the Clash and Grime energy come about. We was like, all right, cool. Radio, we'll get them back.
Oh yeah, you lot was...
so we went to radio.
I remember.
We salute them.
He had bare lyric straps.
That's when I went home and I was like, oh, well, okay.
Okay. How much prep was that?
Yeah, I was ready then. Like I was like, okay, now you're definitely gonna dead. Yeah, like we come again, will you meet me again? You're gonna dead. You know, like Yeah. But it never happened. Don't get me wrong. Like they might have felt the same energy too, but we went radio and it was a problem.
That's when Dizzy Russell got involved in that.
Well, he come later down. Like that's when we kind of brought him in later down.
What radio station?
Rinse.
And they was there.
No, they weren't there. We were just on radio station slewing them. Like tapes were going out. Remember, we're still Pay As You Go. We're still big in that. So we used to slew in them. So every Sunday, every Pay As You Go set, they'll be getting slewed. 20 mums, everybody's baby mothers, everyone.
Don't you remember when them man they were slewing Heartless Crew?
Yeah.
So it wasn't like they weren't on that. They weren't on like let's slew Pay As You Go. They just had their moment in their rave, and they was happy with that. But us man were like, nah, it was feelings. We were holding feelings. So we was like, okay, well, this is a rap battle. We're just gonna bar you down, like just like bar for bar, just like murking them. So you had like 5 big mic man writing, slewing Heartless Crew.
You had bare
so and everyone had their own fans, core fans. I had my fans, Ace had his fans, Wiley had his fans. So just listening to our stuff. Yeah, Gift was on it. Everyone, all of us were just slewing them constantly. We even had a little dance where we set up in Powerhouse, but weren't called Powerhouse then. They changed it to something next name, EQ.
EQ.
They called it EQ. For them to come and that, and they didn't turn up or something like that. Oh, I don't think they was booked or whatever. It didn't happen. The clash never happened, and that was it. Then it got a bit violent. Not violent, I want to say, but I think because of the slewing was a bit. Bush kind of felt some type of way. So when he saw Ace, that went off a little bit. You get me? In Napa. You know what I mean? Yeah. So Bush had a little...
And you know Bushkin's not having it, innit?
Yeah, he weren't having it. He was upset.
Bushkin's not having it,
He was upset. He saw Ace. But they saw me that day, though.
I see Bushkin uppercut...
They saw me that day, but...
Uppercut DJ Cameo one time. I see Bushkin uppercut him, bro.
Seriously?
Yeah, in Napa. In Napa as well. Bushkin's got a knockout ratio in Napa.
No, honestly, they saw me that day. Font some Bush also, but I don't know. I mean, the energy, you know what I mean? I think... The whole slewing thing, it just got political. I think with Ace and that, the reason why Bush held the feelings with Ace, because it really was him. It started with Ace. He thought Ace was biting his lyrics. Then they had a clash.
Is that what it was all over?
It was all over that.
What lyric did he think it was biting?
It's a flow more than a lyric. Like Bushin had Reebok. Ace had like, follow me. Like, so it's a pattern. So every time like you hear like certain MCing patterns, Bushkin felt that that's his pattern, innit? Like, but you can't copyright patterns, innit? Like, man could just quickly jack your pattern, innit? And then remix it, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like Ace kind of remixed Bush's pattern, and then Bush was like, nah, man, this guy's trying to bite me. So they had their little energy. Even when I was doing Jungle, Nicky Slimting had his first under-18s rave called Rumble, and I was doing a Jungle set, and I remember Bushkin and Mike and that come on after Ace. I wasn't even in Page Go then. Ace and Plague. And I remember like, yo, disconnect a mobile. And then Bushkin was like going for Ace. Then they had another clash in Nicky's house. Nicky Slimting's house at his little birthday party. So they had a little back-to-back clash then. So the third time now was when I was in Page Go and I caught the stray. You know what I'm saying? I caught the shell because I was just trying to, you know what I mean? Represent. But that's so, and that was it. So, but afterwards, that it was nothing. Me and Bush was just, you know what I mean? I didn't take it like over personal. I just felt like it's the public or industry people that try to bring it. I don't try to rub that in my face, rude boy, because you know what I'm about. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the kind of energy I feel about it. Like feel about it. Like we know what I can deliver and what I can do. So don't judge that. But it's not like to take anything away from Bush. It was just that you know what I'm about. So let's keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like with L's in the industry, people will always highlight your L's because there's nothing else to highlight. It's a negative L in it, so they'll try to use it against you. But it's cool. It's music, innit? It ain't nothing personal. I mean,
so did you see talking about Bushkin? Big up Bushkin.
Yeah, big up Bush every time.
But I think an interview about a month ago where he was talking about
that he made Grime.
The birth of Grime.
Yeah, I mean, he's allowed to have his opinion, isn't it?
Yeah, no, 100%. But what do you think about his opinion?
Come on, bruv. Like, I know why he's saying what he's saying, and I can respect what he's saying. But as I said, I was there. I was there in real time. I saw it happening in real time, and in my eyes, and in my opinion, I know what we brought. Me and Dizzy had this conversation. Me and Dizzy was going back to back. No, it's me. No, Diz. Like, we had the platform. Like, you was in the youth centre. Yeah, Wiley come along, brought you to round it up. Yeah, but I was giving my tunes to like Nasty Crew. Nasty Crew were local, fam. Yeah, us man are up and down the country. That's it. End of. Yeah, I'm in the charts, bruv. I already had serious. I'm already getting number. I'm already in the charts. I'm already outside. I'm outside. So that means we have the bigger aerial. We have the aerial. So did Dizzy make a certain style of music that was Wiley influenced by Dizzy? Maybe. But without Wiley, how was your stuff going to get to a certain aerial, get outside to a certain audience? So that leads you to be, but then how many more people had contribution? What about Johnny Cash? You know what I'm saying? What about man from other ends? Are you really, really from the ends? What about, I know these songs come afterwards a little bit, but there were so many people that were on it. Like there was Nasty Crew, there were Boys in the Hood, there were like, Slew Them Crew, there was so many different crews, Thaaaat, there was Essentials, there was this, there was that, you get me, Westman, SOK. There was like, when we broke up, watch this. When Page Go broke up, Wiley rolled deep. Jamelia, Flowdown got brought in Page Go, by the way. I forgot, that's a whole next story, yeah? Wiley, Flowdown, Jamelia, Dizzy Rascal, Breeze and them lot, and Jet Li and that, and this is his own personal man that were
in Roll Deep?
No,
he was in Musketeers. He's done Musketeers.
So that was, tell you how it broke up. Like, this is how we broke up. So that's Roll Deep. God's Gift, Mucky Wolfpack, Merkston, Discarder, what's his name? Trooper, and what's that other youth's name? All in One. Yeah? Remember them man there?
Yeah,
All in One. That's Mucky Wolfpack, yeah? Then you had Major Ace now. He done East Connection and he done Special Delivery. East Connection, you had like, East Connection was like a B-side page you go when you think about it, because like he had him, Gif, Double O was doing his little thing over there, Nicky Stinting and Diesel were the DJs, and then I kind of went over there, and then when I went over there, I think Ace was just feeling like, no, I can't really be the man because Max is here, so he went off and then he grabbed Bashy, Flirter, Red Rum. How many names have I just mentioned? Is that not a portion of the Grime MCs? Yeah, right. Then I broke off from East Connection and done Musketeers, just like Lady Fury, like you get me, Ashman from South. You know what I'm saying? Bratty. Trooper come and follow me along, and then so all of those names I just gave you there were a big portion of the grime scene. Obviously, Rico Dan come out, then he was in jail, then he come out and he joined Roll Deep. He come my studio first. Even Crazy Titch come my studio. They all come my studio because I was like recording the man them. Like I've got a tune with everyone on it. Like Rough Squad, I used to give them Rough Squad. I met them through one youth from Bow called Chunky Bizzle. Chunky Bizzle was a producer. I used to do a lot of Musketeers production with him, and I used to give him my keys to my studio and say, Chunky, cool, you know, me and you can come in there and produce. We're together, part of Musketeers label. He was like, Max, there's this crew I know, Rough Squad, they're really cool. Tinchy's in there. Tinchy's tried that, and he's in Roll Deep. I said, yeah, man, let the youth them come true, man. They can rent my studio for me every Sunday. I come my studio, Rough Squad are in there. This is all facts, you get me? So Rapid and Slicks and that, they were just there. So this is the grime scene to me. This is the grime scene. So I don't know, what did you say about Bushkin again? What was you saying? No, I'm just saying.
Hey, Bush.
No, I know disrespect to Bush, but I'm saying, what was you saying about that?
I never saw nothing.
Let's get back to that. So if you see something in real time, so for Bush, he might be thinking, maybe Heartless Crew, the crews were a thing.
Yeah,
So Solid Crew.
Anybody says the name Crew.
So, but to be fair to him, what he's trying to say is that no one went on the crew thing.
So what about Elephant Man? What's their crew called?
Scared them Crew.
Did they hear about it?
I know. No, you're killing it.
The Bashman.
Yeah, but what he was trying to say, in Garage, there weren't no crews. But because when I come out of jail and I saw Heartless Crew outside, I was like, but I'm from jungle, innit? Yeah, so to me, it's like, man could do this. You get me? I can do this stuff. But the actual crew thing, he's back saying that they set a trend for crews but there was Soul Solid Crew, and Soul Solid Crew were famous.
Yeah.
They were famous. Forget all of that. Like, we done our first dance with them. Like, they were cool because we got on with them really good. Oxide Neutrino, Romeo. I'm from Sat as well. So, you know.
Some people would say Oxide and Neutrino started the team.
Bruv, I remember shotting food and I'm like,
Neutrino is one of the greatest MCs ever.
I was like, who's this shooting on my TV with Avrex jackets on? I got Avrex in my wardrobe.
Neutrino started
cutting man on TV with Avrex is that. It was different levels. I was like, okay. So yeah, respect to Oxide and Neutrino. Them man were out early, and then I saw like Mega and that ain't no good for me. I'm like, yo, Lisa Mafia Rome. I was like, okay, these guys they're showing me that street guys can be on the television.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, okay. Yeah, but by the time they done 21 seconds, we was already outside. You get me?
Okay.
But for me, when I saw Soul Solid Crew, it was like, like
they started allegedly that they could say they started going Dilemma and all that.
I mean, there's two-step breaks in garage that were borderline dark. We call it like dark. They try to say dark garage, which could be classed as early grime.
Yeah,
where it could be inspired to make grime. But I feel like grime was the energy with the MCs what made grime. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the beats were there, but the energy with those dark beats. When I'm going to raves and I'm like, 45, no wait, they are. That's a whole different energy, bro. The man are not talking about roll with the bass, jump with the bass, high with the bass. it's not that kind of party.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, oh no, it was a raving crew. And big up DT because he's a shellers. Don't get twisted. You get me?
He's cold. You know?
He's a shellers. Everyone knows.
He's
every
a magician, isn't it?
Yeah. So like, you know, selector, viper, them little thing. But I'm like, yo, I'm a murderer. Like this is road. Like I'm from a place where it's a whole different energy. Like Wiley's like bang, super man. You get me? Like Tiger, someone's gonna agree. Like Major S is like, you get me? Everybody wants to be a top shot. It's different.
Yeah.
Energy.
Yeah.
Like no weed, I'm not like gift. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a different energy. So Heartless Crew was vibes. Seeing like Heartless Crew and simply, you know what I'm saying? You get me? Bushkin, you get me? Bushkin. Like you get me? More Gallem lyrics, more like, you know what I'm saying? Female, skank, you know what I'm saying? But they were vibes. They weren't really, and he will tell you, they were about love and the heart and it was in the music. 100%. Where I feel like Pay As You Go, we brought the street to it, but So Solid are street as well. But they were like, they had their own sort of way of their vibe, you get me? And brought their element to the street culture because they brought the street to the TV. Yeah. So everyone had their own little elements and pockets of why they're responsible for this new energy of movement. So I always big up Heartless Crew and I always big up So Solid and say that they contributed towards grime itself. But stop people trying to say that grime was this person. Like Dizzy had a big part to do with grime because when Ho come out, them 8-bar rhythms, Ho, doom, 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 you know what I'm saying? And he done I Love You. They weren't like no ordinary things, but
who's getting Chubby Dread?
But who do you think? Listen, Morphi Crew, Chubby Dread, like Chubby Dread. Morphi Crew for a second. Chubby Dread, like that's my dog. We're from Elstone, we're East Side man. So he was making these rhythms. Like I was with him, running around with him, doing a lot of stuff, and he was making these different rhythms. Right, dancers getting locked off.
Like this was the beginning of like for me.
It was
Leyton still like
but it was because it was all together. Because at one point, me, Wiley, and Dizzy and Chubby and we were in the studio together. So everybody was moving in that direction. It was just unfolding, and we didn't have a name for it. There was no name. It was just
about that.
I think I used to just go to dances and say, yeah, man's gonna get grimy, or I used to say stuff like that, and other man would be like, yeah, man's gonna get grimy right now. And then not me personally.
Who do you think? Who do you think called it grime?
I don't know. I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that I called it grime. I don't want to say that someone else called it grime.
But you said grimy, though.
I did say that a lot of that stuff on tape packs. Yeah, it's gonna get grimy right now.
So if that's documented and it's there on tape packs, you have to have a percentage in it.
Nah, I wouldn't say that because I want for the only person that said it. Ace might have said it. You know what I'm saying? Gift might have said it.
Is it on tape packs?
It's out there.
You know the tape packs do count, though, innit?
I don't know if how many tape packs made it to YouTube is what I'm trying to say.
I've heard you say grimy on tape packs.
I think I did.
I've not heard Major Ace or any of them.
I honestly say that I did, but
or Wiley.
Am I going to claim it and say I said this? I gave it a name because they were bloggers. They were writing about it.
Okay.
They were saying, "Oh, this grimy music." They kind of like.
You think the media might have called it grime?
More or less.
You think, yeah?
I say that they definitely added the put it in print, definitely. So Rewind magazine and them days.
Chewy's fault.
Yeah, maybe Chewy, maybe.
I can't believe Chewy's named the man them sick.
Yeah, so could have possibly no for real though, real talk. So I feel like when it got called grime, and it gave it a label, that by that time Wiley was making certain rhythms. I remember Wiley was producing from Noe days. He brought me to the studio and made Noe, but no one doesn't really know who made that connect. I made that connect.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I made it connect. Yeah. So like I took that tune to T-Bone, who I was on an agency called Vital Edge at the time, because I got a little break because of Serious now. Because I'm outside with Serious.
What's going on with Serious?
No, but what happened was now, there was this little label called Relentless. Not So Solid Relentless, another Relentless.
Okay.
My barber said to me, man, Carl D from the ends, Elstone. So he's like, yo, bro, I got this little studio in Plaistow with these little guys and that. Come down there, build some tunes. So man went down there.
Dobson. Is his last name Dobson?
Yeah, of course. Carl D. Yeah, big up Carl Dobson. Like,
more love.
He's like literally helped, even like had a little bit of production in Serious as well. But obviously I say I made it because it was me that was pressing the things and whatever. But fast forward in that, I met my barber, and big up Marlon Garvey. He introduced me to Carl D, and then man brought me to this.
Garvey.
Yeah,
a lot of influential people in the end.
Yeah,
see these names what you're flicking through. Yeah, like it just sounds like this guy and this guy, but these guys, yeah, they're like we were growing up, they were slightly older than
Yeah.
them. Like, so they're influential guys in the end. Just because they didn't end up being murderers or this, people going like they went up for champion and
No, but man, that's my best. That's my best friend, innit? So it's one of my best friends. So
is
that a big barbershop in the ends on Eastern?
Barbershop. You couldn't just.
Everyone was outside. Yeah.
That trim where it was separate. You know what I mean?
So when he introduced me to Carl D, I went to Forest Gate and I started making tunes there. I even bought Wiley and I'm not down there and whatever. And then that's how I made Serious in there. And then obviously Serious, it didn't really, at the beginning when I made it, it was different. Then when Carl D was taking it to record shops and that, they were like, nah, like this is not really like garage. You get me? This sounds a bit different. Like first, it wasn't no feature. I was just me from the beginning to the end of the song. Like putting chorus, verse, pop structure. Yeah, 8 bar. And then the record shops were not on it. And then I remember Spoonie. After I was running around with like Heartless playing it as a dub plate, because I used to go music house and cut dubs and that.
Yeah.
Like Fronty was playing it, and then I remember Spoonie played it on Radio 1. And it changed from there. Like, man was like, yo, you need to do dub plates for all the garage DJs. I remember going to studio, I'd done about 50 serious dub plates, and that was it.
What was the guy's name?
Leon.
Leon, yeah. Leon, man, that was my guy, man.
Yeah, Leon was cool, man. So, as I said, done serious, and then dub plates were running, and then they pressed it up on a label and that, and then after it started buzzing, Tony for Liberty got hold of it, and he wanted to sign it. He signed it off the Relentless label. He done an extra promo, extra marketing, put it on radio, and then bruv, that year, August that year, I went to Iron Napa for the first time with Pay As You Go and that. Me, Wiley, Target and all of that. And I remember just like on the strip, Napa strip, this is 01 Funks.
01?
Yeah, 01.
Oh my God, that maybe 09.
Yeah, this is like...
How came there 09?
Is that was it 2? Oh, it could be all 2000 to be fair. Wait, Serious come out in 2000. Was it 01? I think it's 2000, 01. And I come out and it was like absolutely madness. I was like, what is this? All these people from the ends on holiday? This is a madness. This is like real crack girls out, nothing on. It was a mazza.
What club was it?
Huh?
What club was it them times there that was going on?
It was like Black and White. They were like...
Black and White was always there?
Yeah, Black and White's always been there.
Oh my God.
Club Ice.
Club Ice was always there?
We had Gas Club. We had Castle. Castle was there.
What, Castle?
Yeah, Castle was still there. Like, so when we got there now, we're freshies, innit? Just gas. Like, oh my God.
Bear Panani.
Bear. We was like, attack.
Attack.
Yeah, the gallon was screaming, this is definitely an attack.
It was wild.
Yeah.
It was shots. It was that kind of a
whole new phone book.
Like, man, we used to this is what we used to do. We used to get the lighter, man, used to light up the shot, what was it? The vodka thing. I think we used to do Zambuca shots, yeah? Man, used to light it up and then get the straw, get the flame in your chest.
Oh, you mean I'm moving mad?
Yeah, that was
I cannot be living.
We was mad. Yeah, it was mad. And then I went. So as I was going into every bar before we get to partying, walked into one bar. Had the intro of Rocky and Serious. Now I was thinking, oh, that's my song. Boom. Serious. I was like, okay. Walked into another bar. Serious.
Yeah.
I was like, right, that's me again. Bruv, every bar we went into that was playing garage, drawed my song.
Crazy thing.
Why are you not rubbing my head? Yeah, yes you. And I was just
crazy
like,
thing.
I was like, okay. Trying to be hard at that. Yeah, man. Cool. This time inside man's like, yeah.
Yeah.
You get me? I remember it happened to Wiley one time and they played Nicole's Groove in Coliseum. I remember because he was making beats from early, and that's Nene on the
Phase
vocals
one,
as well.
innit?
Not many people know that's Nene that sung Body Grooves.
Phase 1, innit?
Yeah,
that's what
Phase 1.
Himself. Yeah, phase
Yeah,
1.
so he was making tunes from then, so big him up still because he was early, and the Serious just it took off from that day. That year I come back, shot the video in Burgess, had to go back to my ends, took it back to Thaaaat, bought the Eastman to Thaaaat, all of the bikes, like the whole I had Plasto Man, get everyone, all sorts of key characters were there. You get me? And I had Thaaaat man there as well, and man them just, you know what I mean? My first video shoot is one of the man them's made it kind of thing. Yeah. You know what I mean? And that was it, bro. I was in that Oxide and Neutrino world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It was just a whole different thing. And then Serious come out and man that was just it. Was in the charts. I was the face, bam. And then how I connected Noe, I was on the agency, met T-Bone, who had the Kanye Sparks tune. Because he had that tune, he was on the circuit. Because I linked him now. He was like, yeah, man. I said, look, I got a crew, you know. We went France, we had a booking in France. So I'm saying, man was in the ends. I'm in France, bruv. I'm doing bookings with him in some festival. They couldn't even speak English, bruv. I was just like, do you know what I mean? Like, just riding it. They were just like, yeah. They didn't know what I was saying. I didn't know what they were saying because it was mad.
Yeah.
And then I got back from the booking and I was like, yo, man, I got a crew. And he goes, oh, what's the name of your crew? I goes, oh, they're called Pay As You Go. This is one of our songs, bruv. I played him Noe. I played him on a hissy TDK 90. You get me? Noe written on it. You get me? And I played it to him and he was like, yeah, this is who made this? I said, my brethren Wiley still. He said, what, come on, bring him down to the studio. I said, all right, cool. He had a studio in East London with Shy FX, Whitechapel. Shy FX and Master Steps was in the building as well. So I brought him down there. Steps. Yeah, I brought him down there. And so I said, so T-Bone was like, yo, let me sign it. Because what T-Bone set up here, he had a record label called Solid City. They were shot in units. But his partner was Ricky from Ice FM. Yeah, and Ice FM was West London. They had West London on Smash, that radio station. But then Ricky's partner was Tony McMahon from Exposure, which had all the garage raising things. So they had the whole little network. So Wiley declined him though. Wiley was like, nah, went off, sold 1,000 white labels, and that was that. So while I'm outside doing Serious and all of that, mashing down PA and I'm getting like 2 racks of PA and more, I'm on T4 and all that before we even got to top of the box. As I'm doing all of that, my man now, Wiley's thinking, I think he pockets must have been a bit low. It's like, just went and licked T-Bone, like, look, hey what, I'll give you Noe, Terrible, and I Will Not Lose for a look of change, you get me? So
my days.
So he shot him his biggest tunes at the time. Oh my God. Like, because he was making some stiff beats and he made 2, the other, he goes, nah, these 2 are roll deep though. Like, he gave him the 2 roll deep. And then what he done, T-Bone was slick. He was like, yeah, cool. Power played it on Ice FM. So that's how Pay As You Go really got the Noe shine. And then after us, like, he just drew for a Terrible and I Will Not Lose. And people thought they were Pay As You Go tunes, to be fair. Because it's Wiley, innit? You know what I'm saying? But they weren't. That was just his brethren's roll deep. You get me? And us man done Noe. Because it come out on the same label. You know what I'm saying? So that was that episode. But by that time, I'm getting like, I got Semtex calling me from Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was with Sony at the time. Like, you get me? I remember him coming meet me at the end of my mum's road. He was like, yo, man, I want to like sign, like, you know, Pay As You Go. Like, you guys are smashing up the streets and, you know, we know you, Serious and that. Like, and I was there, but man never had the rights to the song. T-Bone had it. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So I remember Don P was working on a demo with Genius and Target. They built Champagne Dance, but we weren't meant to be on that because they built the rhythm for Don P and he put the hook on it. And then I think Genius and Target said, oh, we'll get the boys to jump on it, which is us lot. So I remember going to the studio in East London. The man like, I'll just put a 16 on it. I put a 16 on it. Ace put a 16 on it. Wiley put a 16 on it. And Gift was in jail at the time. So that's why he wasn't on Champagne Dance. You get me? And Play put a 16 on it. So, boom. But because Don P had his manager was Nick Cage, which was Dizzy Rascal's manager, in the end, they had a little thing with Universal Records at the time. So Universal had a demo thing going on with you, so development deal or something like that. But what happened was, in the end, Wiley got annoyed with Nick. And I remember him saying to me, no, we never had no manager. We needed a manager. Pay As You Go needed a manager. We all went with Nick to manage us because we was just unorganised black youths, you get me, just running up and down. So Nick was managing us at the time. He had a little thing with Universal and then he was like, what? He was meant to be managing us and that. And I think Wiley wasn't feeling it because he was really originally Dizzy's manager and his manager. And then now we're all in Wiley's space. We're in Wiley's studio. We're all in his thing. And I think him and Nick fell out and he must have come pull me aside and he goes, man, Nick's this, Nick's that, Nick's that. So I was like, yeah? What, he's ramping with that thing like that? Yeah? All right, cool. I know a manager. Because the manager that T-Bone was working with was Trenton, who's Giggs' manager, who's Gets' manager.
Big up Trenton.
Yeah, so big up Trenton. So like, I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to take you to Trenton. So I took all the Pay As You Go lot to Trenton and that, and then Trenton and that ran us in to a point where Sony wanted to sign Pay As You Go, Universal wanted to sign Pay As You Go. Universal had the demo, Champagne Dance, or whatever, but Sony like we had it. So basically in the end, Sony took it, but they really wanted Noe. That's what they wanted. They didn't really want Champagne Darts. They wanted Noe. And the reason why I said that, because I remember...
What was on Noe that they wanted like that? No.
It was our biggest tune. Yeah. Champagne Darts was a brand spanking new tune. No one knew it. It never had no underground run. It was straight injection of a pop tune. It went an underground tune. We already had that underground banger. Everyone knew us for Noe. Yeah. So that just made the obvious thing to say.
Everybody wants to be a top shot.
Yeah. So
that's
Ace's bar. So like obviously if we had that now, that would have shot because that was our biggest hit. But anyway, so yeah, that was the whole Pay As You Go, Pay As You Go journey still. And then when it got signed,
some cigarette, please. I'm dying over there,
he needs it, bro. But yeah, basically, as we got into the signing now, we got signed by Sony. As I remember it, it was on. It was school time. It's time to work. That's when I really, to be fair, when I was doing serious, I knew the circuit, the cameras, the professional sets. You know, going to all these TV programs and, you know, talking in front of the camera and just being confident in it. So these lot is their first time in it. It's like Ace's first time, Will's first time, everywhere. So when the van's coming to pick us up in the morning now to go and do school tours and that, them man ain't even sleeping, man ain't opening the door, man ain't answering their phone, taking this thing for some joke thing, you get me? Where man like me, I'm on it. I'm like, come on, it's work. This is what you do. I loved it. Photo shoots, ready. Yeah, pose, yeah, that one, this one, yeah, all right, great, moving on, right, interviews, right, moving on, right.
Superstar.
Yeah, school tours, kids coming, Pay As You Go to school, signing autographs, yeah, used to this stuff, normal, every day, man, come on guys, man sleeping, you don't want this, you don't want, I'm out of the hood, do you know where I've come from? This is like, I've made it.
One of the first to make paper.
You get me? So I got published. But what if
No,
do you know what it is? The reason what happened was that a lot of people thought that I got a record deal. I didn't get a record deal. I got a publishing deal. And because I got a big publishing deal, they gave me over 100 racks. You get me? For a publishing deal. So when I got that, everyone in the ends it was a lot. It was like 1 year. I was in jail. He was saying, come out of jail, was shotting food hard. You know what I mean? That's what Spray will be talking about. That I come. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly. You get me? Coming out and I was shotting food hard. And then the next...
That paper there.
Yeah. And then I was already up before, even all that Pay As You Go early MCing days and trying to get to be...
Yeah.
I was already up.
And you were helping them get the bag as well. Even though
they got their bag. I just had my own bread. I had my own bread. While man are hungry, MCing... being hungry and they weren't eating from nothing other than just, you know, doing the little like MCing and trying to on radio and becoming the name big. I was already coming, putting up to the man them in Limehouse with motorbike, big chain, bowlies swinging. You get me? Cats on my line. You get me? It was a lot. They will tell you it was a lot. I was a bit mad. I was moving reckless because I had cars, whips. It was just a lot. Everyone was like, he's shining. Before I got my... So when I got my deal now, 100 racks plus legally. Feds ain't kicking my door.
Was that your first 100 racks?
Here's my first 100, yeah.
Crazy thing.
I said,
legally as well.
I'm
Mama, we made it.
Yeah, no one couldn't talk to you for that.
No, it was. I was in my house. Me and Garvey was in my house with Marlon Garvey. I was like, yeah, bro, I'm gonna buy the new Mercedes. It ain't out yet. So I had the Mercedes book in it. So I'm gonna order it. So man was thinking about. I was ordering whips. You get me? Man the whip ain't even come out yet. I remember I went to the Mercedes like, what you got coming out next new? They were like, yeah, we got the new C-Class. Rare-Rare's got the glass roof. I was like, yeah. How much is that then? Because I knew my deal was coming. I was like, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna get that. Remember, Soulsonic were levels. They had Lexuses. They were on TT. They were on the next
they had the TT in that. And
so I already knew that what the levels were out there.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I know the levels. Yeah. I'm gonna get the new C-Class and all the mighting.
Yeah.
Road boy. When I got my deal, and I got the C-Class, I pulled up, and you know me, I'm a little. People say I was a shaft, but it was just that because I just didn't really care what anyone had to say because no one was telling me that. That was my energy in it.
You're from Peckham. You're from.
It was just like, well, you know, it's a street thing, innit? I was doing it on the street illegally. Why can't I do it legally? But you know, when you're legally, you're not on the street no more. That's the difference. So people are looking at you sideways like, rah, he's got a mil. Forget 100 racks. They multiplied your money for you. They're like, he didn't get 100 racks. I heard he got 500 racks. I heard he's got a thing. How come he's not looking after us?
Yeah.
Like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
Looking, you know what I'm
Bare
saying?
man, them belly aching and that.
Like,
Red eye.
So
Red
I'm just
eye.
like coming to the ends and man, I seeing the Mercedes with the lights flashing for the first time. They ain't never seen no lights in the wing mirrors before. You get me? And it's all electric. The glass, it was all a bit mad. Man are looking at me lifting like door opening thing. Yeah. So I got all the shotters that, and what it is, it's the shotters, man, that are making money. It's the shotters that come up to man and like,
oh, they were watching.
So yeah. So yeah. Like they're like, man looking at me like, yeah. You know, I'm gonna have to shoot a couple of good few boxes to come and catch me. You get me? Like, it was a bit like, okay. So I think for that, for when I got bars seriously, yeah, man are like looking at me like, rah. Yeah, and the man hearing me like, rah, man saw you on TV last week still. Yeah. Man heard you on Radio 1 still. Yeah. It's all making sense. It's all clicking. And then I met and all the goons now. So obviously I'm going to the hood and I'm pulling up where all the man are starving. You get me? And then the block, man are still in the block, man are still out there. And man I was pulled up and I'm just trying to be normal. I'm just being normal because they're man, them innit? But like, the goons are beating up. You get me? So obviously everyone's looking at me like, cool, innit? Like, yeah. Like I remember when I pulled up in the hood one time. I think everyone was in. Where were they? They were in Wood Street. They were in Wood Street Estate one time. I pulled up East man. Just got the whip. I was so excited to show them because they're my friends, innit? We all grow together, pour together. And I mean, I made it. I'm outside. I got in the ends and I remember pulling up. A man just looked at me. Some man was silent. The hate was bait. You know, I think I'll die on this motherfucker. You know, on that movie. Yeah, but like, yeah, some man was silent. Some man was pretending to be happy for me. And yeah, it was, I could feel it. But I didn't care. You know, I was saying to man, and I was saying, man, who wants to drive it? Like, you know, that kind of vibe. Like, come on, man, take the keys, man. Like, go on, go and take a little spin to get me. You know what I mean? But that was my element. That was the beginning of being a pop star at 21 years of age, money in the bank, and I was like, right, I got to get out of the ends. I didn't go far though. Stupid. I just went to get out of Leyton. Some man just went and got a penthouse in Hackney. So when you, I went from one hood to another, like safe. But you get me, man,
that's crazy.
But for me, it was different because it's like, this is the first time like now I could say I got a yard like bzz, electric gates. Bzz, bzz. This is the movies for me. This is the movie. The car goes in, bzz, gates closed behind you. Bzz, go upstairs. The gym's downstairs. Yeah. In my, you know what I'm saying? I'm got floor, lift, got my penthouse now, open view, like water bed, lights round it. Yeah,
you was living life.
Yeah, wardrobe, nothing. The guy, I was like 30k on clothes, like stupid, like every day, Versace, Moss, yeah, one way today, Bethnal Green, Meteor, Gucci Nikes, 250 trainers, 5 bill trainers. You get me? It was all mad. It was a brother. One time, Flo down there, nowhere to live. I was like, come and stay at my house, man. Come and step to my yard. I used to let them not come up to my house, bro. That's why I felt that Wiley got the idea for Eskimo dance.
Oh yeah? Let's talk about that.
No, but the reason why I say that, I haven't mentioned it, I don't think Wiley might not, I don't know if he might not agree, but this is my opinion on it.
Yeah, mention it.
The reason why I say that, because what we used to do, I used to watch bare stage shows in my house.
Okay.
So watch bare stings, bare like sun splashes and that. And what it was like everyone, you see everyone coming out, next artist coming out, spraying, next man. So that was really what Eskimo was, if you really check it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that, I just feel like that maybe that inspired him. Oh, you said you used to watch them thing there? Yeah, he was watching that of mine. You know where you saw them thing there. Yeah, of course, it's the yard man thing. You know what I mean? So I feel like, I might even trigger his memory. He might even not remember that thing. He might feel, oh yeah, I remember I'm watching that at Max's, you know. But yeah, I remember them days. And then yeah, as we got to the point of we're all big now. Like Wiley's big, I'm big. Tape packs are running, which I brought them out to Sidewinder as well. Because I done Sidewinder on my own as Maxwell D performing serious. Yeah. And I'm going to these big venues and I'm like, Bomber Clot. Remember, this the whole country knows me now. I'm known in Scotland. I'm known from the TV.
So you saying, like, let's just clarify.
Go on.
Well, you said you had money first.
100%.
Told you this.
Yeah.
I told you this.
They will tell you that though. Why do we always say Max is the first person to deal first? 100%. In East.
Oh my gosh.
Before Slimsy then.
Slimsy.
Talk up the things. I told you that. I'm not even from East
But we're talking
London.
about signing a deal, not playing out, not playing out.
Listen.
We're talking about a deal with a record company.
He brought them and their sidewinder.
But remember, when I say record company, I'm talking about a deal like with a big EMI publishing company. So they sent me to America to work with Baby Oil. You get me?
See what I'm saying? America.
Yeah, I was
Back in the
I was doing
days.
song.
Did you say you're the first artist to go to America? Not the first artist, but out of the band then.
What, at Pez, you got that?
Yeah.
All day long.
Of course.
So basically that because
I work with Punch, innit? And
So
Punch
what do you say,
Punch was Baby Oil's producer, innit? So I went to the studios and that, and I was doing a lot of songwriting out there with that, because obviously, because I'm signed to the same publishing company, Sean Paul, Beanie Man. That's why I signed with them. When they were bidding for me. They were bidding my publishing. I could have got at least another 100 racks more, but I got twanged, innit? They were like, no man, come and. I had Sarah, who now is she runs Epic up Sony now. Do you know what I'm saying? And who was, running Rinse FM with Zinc and all that for a while. So she was like, no, come over here.
Okay.
Because we got Beanie Man, we got this. So she's the one that signed me to EMI Publishing, you get me? So, but Universal, was it UMG at the time, BMG at the time, they wanted to sign me for like 250 or 200. And I just went, I said, never slap myself, yeah? Because I don't know, go for the money. Forget, there's no friends in this industry. Get the bag. I should have just went for the bag.
that bit.
I will always regret that bit. Like looking back,
Crazy
I would
thing.
always look at myself and say, Max, what is wrong with you? You know what you could have bought after that? But yeah, I took because I wanted to pursue the Beanie Mans and the Sean Pauls, and maybe I can get in with the real, where my direction.
So you always want to be a bashment artist, really, at heart.
Yeah, my style was bashment. So obviously I was inspired by the big dogs, Sean Paul, Beanie Man. I was thinking, yeah, cool. So if I can get in with them, man.
Was that your aim, like
to get internationally, to get that direction, to come out of, not to come out of garage, but to advance worldwide, yeah. Because dance was worldwide. Our thing was just local or UK. So that was one point.
Because some people, because like, we all had like a different music that we was on. Like some people had gone to hip hop as well.
Yeah, but my style was, I'm a British Jamaican, innit? So it was always inevitable that my style is Jamaican. So my parents are Jamaican, I'm going to call that direction. It was always a yard thing for me anyway. That was I weren't really, will you say to me, dance or hip hop? What am I going to tell
Have
you?
you met any of your idols?
1,000,000%. Like
Biggest
if bigger.
person that you've met that you used to listen to growing up?
Yeah. What would I say? Top of the head? Beanie Man?
Oh,
Yeah.
you met Beanie Man?
Of course.
What, you had proper conversation and
Yeah,
that?
I've met Beanie Man, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, in the UK, yeah.
Picture?
I didn't even bother.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even
Sometimes
bother.
it happens.
Like,
it happens.
Rampage. He done Rampage a couple years back.
Yeah, that would have happened.
He
Man.
done Rampage a couple years back. I come outside. He was with someone I knew, and I was like, "Yo, boom, let's." I was like, "Bruv, I need to talk to him. This is like I'm a big fan. Like it's got to happen." Bruv, he's tall in a bomber as well. But I was like, "Rah."
What Beanie Man's tall?
Yeah, bruv, he's tall, man. I was like, "Rah." You don't look tall on the thing.
Crazy
Get me? So I was
thing.
like, "Yo." I just said to him, "Look, what? Yeah, I'm a UK artist. Boom, man's a big fan in it." Yes, my lord. Yes, my lord. I was like, yeah, nah, seriously. I just had a little conversation with him. But that ain't the biggest artist man's been. Man's been with Kanye West.
Raw.
The real.
What about
Yeah,
that?
I got pictures of him.
Let's
and
talk about that.
just to quickly wrap it up. Like, I was on this agency and it was weird. They were like, look, we need you to come down to King's Cross. We want you to be a backup singer kind of thing for the show. No, but I didn't know it was Kanye West. They was just say like some T4, this American artist is gonna be there, whatever. Some T4 show. So anyway, got there now, and then like they put us, the girls, they had some red outfits on, and they gave me like a all white suit with a red t-shirt and whatever. So as I'm in the theatre now, they're like, yeah, have you heard of this? They're telling us the program. They're like, yeah, what's gonna happen today, guys? You're gonna be there, you're gonna be on the stage, and then he's gonna come in and we're gonna shoot the skit, blah blah blah. And like, so who's the artist that's coming? You say again? Because they must have put it in the email, I didn't even see it. Goes Kanye West. I said, what? Who? Kanye what? And at the time he had Stronger. What don't kill you, make you stronger. I need you right now. I was like, yeah? What? And I'll give you the joke. So he's coming in it. I'm gassed. I'm like, no. I'm giving him my CD. I know I had a couple of CDs in my bag, you get me? I'm like, yeah. So he's there on the stage now, but it was the weirdest energy. So I'm gassed at some proper Niki fan now. Like, come on the stage, he's looked at the girls and he smiled. He looked at me and he just kind of screwed his face.
Right.
Energy changed one time. I was like, did he just screw me?
Crazy thing.
Moving on now. Boom. We shot the skit. He sings the song Stronger. We're just there. Stronger. Behind it, it's Channel 4. Boom, boom, boom. I'm with Kanye West. Boom. We cut now. Having a break. So I thought, you know what? I didn't like that energy. So that kind of put me off. So I said, you know what? Let me go and talk to the entourage. So he was with the entourage, Rockefeller. They all had chains on. So I'm chatting to them. Boom, boom, boom. He's walking up the staircase now. And as he's walking up the staircase, I've gone, yo, yeah, man, like, yeah, bro, like, I got a little CD in that. He goes, nah, don't take CDs, man. I don't touch them. He just aired me, like, he said, man, don't take CDs, man. I said, what do you mean you don't take CDs?
Superstar part.
Yeah, real ones. So I was like,
the real part.
So I said, he said, yeah. I said, like, bro, man, like, chill, man, let's take a picture, innit? He goes, cool. I'll take it.
Don't take pictures.
No. He was like, I'll take it. He didn't want no one else to take it. He said, me and him, it was the first time I done a selfie, but it was the first time I even knew what a selfie was.
Crazy. I done a selfie with Kanye.
Basically, he took it and he just went like, boom. And we was chatting to him now. Was reasoning, all of us reasoning with him. But bruv, you know, man, I'm a street nigga. I'm like, you know what, bruv? I didn't even like the way he dealt with me. I might have to get this guy robbed.
Did he have probable bits?
I was like, you know that my mind just started going elsewhere. Like, I was like, bruv, I didn't even like the way man dealt with me. I think I might have to send to the man then, bruv. You get me?
Mind games.
Did
he have probable bits?
But that's obviously at the time. Yes, he did. He had his chain on. He had everything. But obviously, I wasn't gonna do anything. But my mind, the thought process started going there. But anyway, yeah, that was funny. But Kanye West, obviously, he's a legend and a superstar. But at the time, yeah, met him and yeah, it was nice. So I've met other big stars as well. But that was like one of a pinnacle moment because I actually got to perform with him, even though it was his song. Yeah? We was just his backup singers for the minute.
Yeah.
But it was for Channel 4. So that was on my CV still. Okay. And like, man's done big songs.
You done bare TV appearances,
yeah, I done like a campaign for Barack Obama when he was presidential, 2008 when he got into...
A campaign for Barack Obama?
Yeah, so we done a song...
serious?
No, not serious. We done a song called Rise to the Sun. I'm on his Wikipedia. So if you Google me, Barack Obama, put my name, Maxwell D, in, it will come up on his Wikipedia.
What, just you on that track?
Me and my Benjamin Rwanga who produced it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we campaigned for that. Yahoo News picked it up. They used it for his campaign. And yeah, man, Barack Obama gave me a mention, so big up Barack Obama.
Okay.
So there's been stuff internationally that I've reached to heights that man in the UK wouldn't know. As I said to you, so many different lanes in the industry. It ain't just Maxwell D, the UK garage artist or grime artist or whatever. Man's flown overseas and done other stuff. It is what it is. I ain't trying to cap it. It's documented. It is what it is.
All right, cool. Because we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah, man.
But guess what? Before we wrap this one up,
go on then.
Put my spliff in the acid. We're gonna get serious. See, when I look at my phone,
go on then.
It's dark.
Dark and corrupt.
It's dark. So boom. I'm gonna take off my shades for this one.
Oh wow.
Boom.
The green eyes are coming out for real.
Man got a little haircut. I can't believe I got a haircut.
We got the barber.
Yeah, we got my barber, C Roots. My brother, man, my barber's a murderer.
They got my barber, Jimmy.
I'm telling you, my barber's a real murderer. Like, it's the real Sweeney Todd. He's the black Sweeney Todd. He's going mad. I can't believe. Yeah, he's cutting my hair on license. For life.
Hey, don't kill me.
For life. If I ever get a haircut from him, he will always be like, oh, it's mad. All right, but anyway, so boom, there's just a few questions that I wrote down before I got here. Because we're not going to pretend it's not Maxwell D. So a few of the things that you covered, like through there. So I just want to just make sure that we cover everything. So the baitest question that's on here is like, boom, Jamelia story. Like, we need to know everything, not everything, but like, boom, like,
let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. Like, I'm talking about like, look,
10 pence.
Yeah, 10 pence is story sold to newspapers. They're like 10 quid. We heard you sold the story, the Jamelia story to the newspaper for.
As I said, when you're in the public eye, what happens is that you don't realise your value, you don't realise your worth, you don't realise what they're trying to set up behind the scenes. So what happened was, for me, I just got duped by the media. It's it's what they do. They had to set you up.
You're blaming the media?
Well, not blaming the media. I done what I done. It's not when I say blaming them, I just didn't know what I was getting tricked into. As in like, yo, we're gonna come down and interview you at your studio. I got approached by News of the World, come down to my studio, interview me, say, yeah, of course you can
So
come
you
down.
didn't know it was going to be about the
Of
Jamelia
course
thing?
not. So when they come down, they weren't just about her. Look, they had about 4 other chicks lined up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking, how the hell do they know about who I've been rendezvousing with? You get me? So they already knew my shit. Someone's already been leaking my information. You get me?
So you just confirmed
Obviously,
it?
you just took the carrot in it. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So basically, when they
And
come,
the money, the 10 quid.
it's I don't think, them figures. I don't know where you got them figures from.
It weren't 10 quid.
I'm not even going to talk about figures because it's not even about the money. It's just about why. You get me? At the end
No,
of the day,
10 pence them days was 10 pence.
But I'll tell you like why, innit? Like the reality of that situation is because for me, I look at it as like man's got children, man's got integrity. You get me? At that time, I was reckless because I wasn't thinking about myself or the future. I was just thinking about getting where I was financially at that moment and how they caught me. So anyway, they come, asked me about, interviewed me, cool. In that interview, he's mentioned, normal interview, like, yo, music, Maxwell D.
Lined you up, they didn't care about all that. Yeah,
They didn't care.
All that's not remembered.
It was just a lineup. So when he goes, but yeah, anyway, so we heard you slept with rah, 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 and rah, 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 and rah, rah, rah. I'm like, what? Like, just bombazzled, like, rah, how the hell does it? In my head, I'm thinking, how the fuck did he know that? Who's he been talking to? Cool. So then he's gone, remember, I don't know this stuff. I'm even on man's outside and pop star, I've never come across this stuff before. Like selling a story and that. So when he's gone, listen, we'll pay you blah, 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 blah for these gal, for the information. I'm thinking, right, I told my man them that for free. In my mind.
Yeah.
I'll tell my bridges that for free. I'm not even looking at how it's going to look for me outside. So I was like, I don't know, man. So I went away kind of thing. And then I thought, I don't know, man. Or I think actually, I was like, I don't know, for something just told me that, I don't know, man. Me and a couple of the other girls were in contact. And me and her weren't really in contact at that particular time.
Oh, okay.
So I didn't really have a direct contact to her to say blah, blah, blah. And I remember reaching out to one of the other girls and she was like, nah, man, these people, they're this, they're that. So me and her kind of ironed that situation out. She's like, nah, don't, like, you know, that's what they're like, kind of thing. Yeah. So anyway, I think I went back and I must have done the story, but it didn't come out. It was just like the guy left the News of the World. He left the newspaper and he went to the Sun and he done the Bazaar column, the little fussy or what's his name, the Scottish guy. Because all of that stuff come out with the News of the World where them tapping phones and tapping all that stuff come out later down, yeah?
Okay.
He was tapped up in all that. Then I'm in Music House. This is a good 6 months later. Minding my own business. Forgot all about that. They even interviewed me and all that story stuff. You know, you just out of your mind. So anyway, I'm in Music House, I'm cutting dubs. And I think, yeah, money was a bit low. You know, like, money was a bit, weren't really, it was one of them things where you're just like, yeah, man, things were a bit quiet.
They got you on a weak moment.
They got me at a weak moment. So the phone rang. So I'm answering the phone, I'm in Music House, I'm cutting dubs. And then I'm stepped out the room now and he's going, is that Maxwell D? I'm like, yeah. He goes, this is so-and-so from News of the World here, like, we got your story here, like, that so-and-so's left, you get me? And like, and obviously she's busting now, she's like, superstar.
Imagining them tunes there must have been going.
She was flying. So obviously, he's going, yeah, so look, we got these things, and we got these other girls, let's just run all the stories. And I was like, whoa. Like, not all of them, like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Not all of them, that kind of thing. And he was like, look, I transfer the money into your bank right now. You can't tell a nigga from the streets. Transfer what money?
Weak
into what
moment,
bank?
timing.
What? You transfer what into my money right now?
Take that dog moment.
Yeah, all right, run that.
Yeah. Done.
So right.
You know that there's that moment of that, but you're not even knowing that moment was an absolute big L of your life.
Do you feel like they tried to blackball you after that?
It was not try to, it was going on. You get me?
Yeah?
No, when I say blackball me, it weren't like, it was like, rah, Max, why did you do that? Like, you know, from people that you know and that. So when let me give you a joke. I said, all right, cool, run that. Anyway, me and my baby mother picking her up from, she was an air stewardess, so I pick her up from the airport. She flew for British Airways, so pick her up from the airport. So we got into the petrol station, So something said to me, yeah, I told that guy run that, innit? I wonder if it's that, like, let me see if this thing's coming out or not, or whatever, you get me? Because man done got the money, you get me?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So man's like, alright, cool. Man picked up the newspaper now. So I'm just opening it like that. Open it, page like that. And then it got to the middle of the newspaper. Bam! Big jaw.
Crazy thing.
Yeah. Man, they got the worst picture, like.
Page master.
Like, slept with her, rah, rah, rah. And it was just like, problem is when these people, when you give certain stories in the media, they will make the truth look like the
So that was the original clickbait, the real clickbait.
Real clickbait.
They make it all far-fetched.
It's mad. That's their job. They say the content.
So
they were the first content creators.
Yeah,
they created content out of this mad thing.
Manipulating the mind on stories.
But a bit of accountability though. You told them the thing.
I just reeled up, but it was so bad that it would just look bad. Anyone.
So you're not standing under 10 pence, yeah? All right, cool.
Cool, yeah. So anyway, wait, let me finish it. Let me quickly just wrap it up.
Let
me just quickly wrap it up. So when it come out, everyone called me. It was just like, yeah, even my family members, you get me, were like, yo, why didn't you tell us about it? No, I didn't tell no one about it. It was just like, so it felt.
Why didn't you tell us about what? The 10 pence or the story?
The story, I didn't tell no one about it. So it was a shock for everyone around me. It's like, yo, it wasn't my character. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't something that I would just do. So obviously it was like, so I had to apologize and it all got cleared up afterwards because I knew in my heart that it was a wrong thing to do. It wasn't like something I sat down and thought like, you know what, good. Or something that if I could take back, I would have always took that back because at the end of the day, it's a thing where it's like you don't
Are you still banned from Birmingham?
You don't do those. I was never banned from Birmingham. Who was banned? Who was banned from Birmingham? My family's in Birmingham. Obviously, remember Birmingham's a big area, fam. So that people are from one side of Birmingham. So obviously they might have felt how they felt about it. So they might have been like, if he comes around to the ends. Which definitely did happen.
So there was GTA and all that. Like we're hearing about GTA and the ends and all that. Like
check the risk
it went off.
Air vents in your car door and all that. I heard Jamelia was in the car park. Like I put air vents in your car door.
Gates and stuff and that.
It was
like crashing to get away. Like tell us about it.
It was an act to remember. It was an act to remember. But
was it air vents in your car door?
I don't want to highlight it like
you can't even forget that like that.
So to bring up the past because it's like. Look,
was definitely that was 2004. JME, I can't
20
believe.
Years ago. That's 21 years ago. We're talking about here. 20. Let me make it clear to the public. 21 years ago. Like some people ain't even born. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in 21 years ago,
JME
it was
said, "I'll put air vents in your car door."
All right then. So listen, that happened. Yeah. So when did you see her on TV? How much years?
Yeah, that was mad because
when you saw her on TV.
That was 04. I bucked her in 011.
11, that's when that was TV situation.
Yeah. Have you
that's very hype times, isn't it?
Have you ever like hash it out with her and that? Like,
no, for me, I just like when that happened, when the TV thing happened, when because they put me in a green room when I didn't see in the main green room you could see the show, the TV. So I would have seen that she was on the show, and I would have had to make a choice before I even stepped out. So they put me in a different green room where there's no TV in there. So when it's time to come out on the set now, I'm like, but Clark. What's she doing on the set? You get me? So I'm stepping up. So I'm slowly walking to the set thinking, nah. Like, I didn't know what she was gonna say. You know, you're just there in it. Like, I'm trying to be professional in it. Trying to be professional, just in the lineup. Like, waiting for them to talk my thing.
Yeah, it was dark and corrupt.
She was just dark and corrupt.
What was the main thing she said? What do you remember?
Well, like,
she just said, no, I'll tell you what she said. She said, like, she goes, I can't really like comment because I know who that is. So everyone was just like,
wait. She's like, no one could see no one's face yet, and she could just heard the voice.
It was peak.
No, because what it is, you got to remember, there is TV studios, so they had an audience of like good 30.
He had the Blackberry Hat t-shirt on as well.
No, I did it. He's chatting shit. I did it. We all had to wear the same t-shirt.
They did pick up your single though. They did pick it up.
No. They did pick it up. They played my clip from Champagne Dance. You get me?
No, but they did big up Blackbird saying that it's got a song out. Blackberry Hat. You know, after when they're parring that all happened.
Yeah, the whole par and all that. Yeah, they done all that. But it was you know what it is, bruv. It was one of them like moments of like, the ground needs to swallow me right now. Like, because obviously you get hot and all of that. But where am I doing?
Was it worse than the Heartless moment? Was you feel?
I'll say it was like. It was worse, way worse.
Of course, that was quicksand. That was quicksand moment.
It wasn't worse like the hardest moment was more of a like us community. That moment
This one,
was
the
like
upstairs embarrassment.
this is more of a like rah. She just like, but a part of me was like, you know what, I'm kind of happy that I get to see her, so maybe we can hash this out, because I've got things that I want to kind of apologize and say where, but we didn't really get to. So I just done a little apology video afterwards, said, you know what, I'll take the L again, you know what I mean, and
of course.
hold that.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
shouldn't happen, and kept it
Well,
moving.
big up yourself, because you didn't have to do that, you get me? So that just basically
Just that
closure.
solidified it, just left that as that.
Closure and that.
What happened to Blackberry Hype energy drinks?
We discontinued it. So basically, I linked up with a guy called Taboo who had an energy drink, because I'd done my drinks on my own, and then it was starting to get popular, and then I
Big up Energy God drinks, by the way. What
Yeah,
about
yeah,
energy
yeah,
drinks?
Energy
Yeah,
God
you can't. We're
drinks.
not gonna. Let's
Big
talk
up energy
about
God
that.
drinks all day, every day.
Yeah, so that with that I you know, I've done it at the back of the song Blackberry Hype, and then we linked up with Taboo, and then we done a massive campaign, and we had like a big warehouse full of drinks, and we shot him out, and then he moved to Dubai, and we kind of discontinued it. We just kind of parted ways.
Yeah. So what you want to say though? You want to big up yourself to anyone on social media?
I mean, yeah, man. Your boy Maxwell D, as you can see, I'm giving my life story. A lot of the stuff that I'm talking about is past tense stuff. Today, as a grown-ass man, like, I'm here to educate and to contribute to society in a way where I'm trying to uplift the kids, uplift people in the music industry. I'm on a whole different frequency, as you can see. Like, yeah, it's about, you know, I've got children, you know what I'm saying? I'm focused on business, and yeah, man, I'm outside, bro. Like, musically, I'm outside. I've got a new show on TikTok that's going off the chain.
It's going off. I've seen it.
Yeah.
I need to do appearance, you know. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about it anyway. We're going to talk about it.
So I got a new show on TikTok that's flying.
We're talk about it.
It's flying at the moment. So
what's the name of it?
It's called Come Vibes With Me. Come Vibes With Me. So it's like a thing where we're now doing like dinners. Like, I'm doing intimate showcase dinners. So where we eat and we stream live, eat food, 3-course meal, and then we stream live boiler TV room.
What's the name of it on TikTok?
No, it's me. It's my live.
It's on his
Yeah, so it's
yeah.
I'm like getting like 8K views, and like getting like at least like minimum like 150 people in the room sometimes. So like, but it's everyone up and down the whole of the country. So it's just like, it's taken off recently. So it was only because I was just started in my kitchen cooking food, playing tunes, and then before you know it, man's got a massive community that people are like, right, that's Maxwell D though. And then now I'm here. Now I'm doing events.
Yeah,
so there's that. So big up my TikTok show, big up my DJ X-Rated, and yeah, as I said, the mentoring stuff is one of the main things I do. Music Through the Bars is the name of the mentoring company, and I have a charity called my CIC is called Serious World. So
big up,
that's
big
it,
up,
man.
man.
That's
love
it.
for coming, love for coming, man. Love and protect, my brother.
Yeah,
love, cuz, love.